You're eating as well.
Hey, welcome back to Xerieos and D&D with this group of nobody nerds.
Xerieos!
A, we're not nobodies, and B, I would consider myself more of a geek.
What is the difference between a geek and a
I honestly
nerd?
don't know. It seems like more of an American thing. We are Brits and
No, but
staunchly
really,
against
no.
all Americanisms,
Yes.
apart from this one.
Apart
Hang
from
on.
this one that's literally marrying into them.
Undercover operation.
Proper American as well.
Sam,
Like proper, he
it
goes to
strikes
sports
me
wearing American
That
shorts.
everyone else at the table is getting married except for you
Love
and
you,
I.
Jacob.
Should we just get married?
No.
No, you're supposed to do that when you get to 40, right? You have like a pact.
How old do you think I am?
You do act like you're 50.
I do hate a lot of stuff. And from what I know of, my dad and being old, that's like the benchmark. Just
It
hate
is.
things.
Right here. Let's go
What are we doing?
straight into this. Can I have a pen?
No.
Thank
Pen?
you. So, last time we got up to lots of stuff. The party, our intrepid explorers, had managed to get themselves involved in an expedition to Mount Arnan, a mountain far to the south of Ybrit, the island on the rock they were staying in before, to essentially babysit Lady Riverwall and her ever-embattled assistant, Carmian, a tiefling wizard of impressive magical power. Once arriving on Mount Arnan, you were expected to essentially protect them, although it turned into more of a
They protect us.
let's find a cave and trying to set up a camp and everyone will eventually work everything out. It'll be fine.
Sure.
After a morning's worth of thought, Carmian contacted you all to essentially explain that the castle, some sort of mysterious treasure trove or lost site of some kind that you've been searching for that nobody had been able to find, may actually be findable or achievable, but potentially outside. Don't you start doing that again.
Yeah, I know.
I just remember that I did it once.
Sir, he's distracting me.
I know. He's distracting me as
Find
well.
inspiration.
He
His
discovered
leg is
that-
touching mine.
Yeah, they are behind the wall. This is the wall.
I mean, neither
It
Sam
goes
nor I
below
are
the
wearing
table.
trousers.
You managed to find that Carmian had discovered perhaps there was another way of getting to this castle, and so he encouraged you to take part in a ritual, which you did. And with a
Yay!
you all were transported out of the material plane, although you didn't know it at the time, to the Shadowfell, an adjacent parallel plane to the material plane, where you were told, simply by walking down the mountain and below where the sea lion was on the material plane.
Sea lion.
Don't forget that.
Sea lion! I said that!
I did that last
He
time.
was going so well.
I said that This is what I have to put up
Sea
with.
line. Yeah.
This is what I have to put up with, right? Just extra 10 health on this. Right. So,
Thanks for the extra 10 health, man.
you managed to walk below the sea line
Children.
and towards a new realm in the Shadowfell, an environment and landscape of mountains and desolate monochrome rock faces that you hadn't seen before. A world where Xerios' sea that spread from pretty much 360, no matter where you were in the world, had gone. And you made your way to a castle on top of an adjacent mountain below where the water line, I'm going to say water line now, would have been. After making short work, and I do say short work, of a Minotaur skeleton guarding the outside of a particular castle, you made your way in to find what you can only describe as a clockwork creation of some kind. Continual clicking and cogs whirring in this place. A proper pendulums, grandfather clocks.
Which is in no way getting slightly maddening, I'm sure.
Oh, no way at all. Battled with the sort of moved and combined with the effect that the Shadowfell is kind of Shadowfell has on you.
You got on that before we did.
You explored
You're dead.
the keep.
So dead.
After finding a room that seemed to be some sort of abandoned sitting hall of sofas and chairs and pieces of furniture that had been abandoned in various places, you made your way to a throne room with a large banquet table, a huge amount of expensive looking cutlery and silverware, which they haven't touched. and 5 thrones, all adjacently positioned, but different colours, I guess is the easiest way to put it. In a monochrome grey and black world of the Shadowfell, 5 colours immediately strike themselves out to you. Ruby, emerald, diamond, sapphire, and topaz. 5 thrones adjacent to each other. After a little bit of playing around, you discovered that by touching a throne, the light went out. You then discovered that by touching the 5 thrones in an order, a combination was entered, but not the right one, as clockwork creatures that you'd seen before in this keep appeared attacking you once more. You've so far seen guardsmen walking around, you have fought a clockwork hound, you have fought a clockwork beetle swarm.
Couldn't remember.
After frustrating yourselves with the puzzle, you managed to retreat to the main room again, where upon discussing whether you were going to have a rest, Carmian appeared, the traitorous abandoner of you in the Shadowfell in raven form, to gleefully almost tell you about the time dilation of the Shadowfell, that every 1 hour here was 10 hours on the material plane, and potentially some members of the party, maybe that have sent messages, maybe that are waiting for people in jails. Suddenly, time could be more of an issue than
I am neither of those people.
Oh, he remembers. So, after making our way through the main room again and seeing that the corpse or sort of destructive, exploded remains of this clockwork hound that you defeated before had been mysteriously swept away, you made your way to the right first floor room, a kitchen, immaculately decorated and prepared as if it was ready to host a feast for as many people as you saw as part of the table. I'm alright, thank you. And an individual sat at a table inside the kitchen, a formless, grey, blurred creature, desperately requesting release, fight, release me, safety, freedom, reward. Theren, you knew him to be a demon. But that's where we left off. You, the 3 of you, slightly embattled, the 2 of you exhausted from your climb previously, find yourselves in the kitchen. This, now that you've spent a minute or 2 talking amongst yourselves and sort of getting to grips with where you are, the creature who before his attention was loosely on you has retreated again into a very solitary pose, just on the table, just quietly staring. What would you like to do?
So why are we going to fight this guy
If
again?
we're going to talk about this, maybe we should not do it in its
I
presence.
don't think it cares.
No. What's it going to do with this information? Oh, well, we can huddle up. Stage whispers.
You say it aloud.
Is the 3 of you huddle up?
Okay.
So, why are we fighting him?
We're not.
No?
Well, he said the point is that if we do fight him, he's released and we could safely rest here. Well, now, whether that means we get a I don't want to say long rest, because that's...
Whether or not Blue and I can be back to our usual selves.
Yeah.
I don't feel that bad. I feel knackered, but not like combat ineffective.
Yeah, but you don't...
That is a demon. I've studied them in great detail.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can trust a word that thing says.
So surely the point of the order is that you have to smite evil wherever you see it. So this is a perfect opportunity for you.
But listen to what it said.
I
if we
heard what
fight
it
it
Yes.
and defeat it,
Yes.
it can escape.
Right.
If we leave it here, it
Yes.
is imprisoned.
Yes.
That is one less demon.
He said it would be like escaping, but in a way banished to the
Death,
abyss.
yeah.
But at the same time, is that any worse or
If
better?
it can go back to wherever it's from, then surely,
It
theoretically,
might come
it can
back.
return at some point. If we're stuck with it here,
Make a religion check with advantage, because you would know a little bit about this from your order training.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
At some point the dice was going to give good results, and that's not bad.
19.
19.
Wait,
Okay,
hang on. Does he not? Is it not just straight because you're still tired?
Oh,
So it would have been straight.
nicely
The
done.
Fiona. Fiona.
I remember these things.
So that was a 5.
You should.
Re-roll it.
Okay.
I don't like this. What did you roll first?
Yeah.
That changes things.
20.
There we
20.
go. Better than both those rolls.
So,
Thanks, Fee.
Happy to help.
you do know a little bit about this. Demons and the Abyss. Loose lessons are taught you in the Order. It's very much along the lines of demons, devils, fiends, evil, perith, smites. Yeah, exactly. But you do know a little bit about the difference. Devils, they come from the 9 layers, or the 9 hells, effectively. Layers upon layer of evil territory, governed by rules, governed by deals. They are known to do deals, literally, with devils. Mortals are entrapped, their souls are captured, but actually that's almost devils is, it's their downfall. They can't strike randomly, they can't deal outside of the very forceful regimented rules of the hells. Demons are chaotic. Demons come from the abyss, which doesn't have form. It is a random place, and you know this to be almost their own prison. A nightmarish hell the demons cannot escape from, apart from to adjacent lower planes. You know that they can potentially hit the devil territories from time to time. The river Styx, which streams between the planes. You've heard of these rough tales, but the one thing you do know is that, generally speaking, demons are summoned to the material plane. They cannot freely venture. The one thing protecting the mortal races is the fact that the abyss contains them. So you do know that.
Despite what I know, that is an agent of chaos
Correct.
in its purest, most evil form.
That is correct.
To even give it the opportunity to return to the world, be it welcomed or not, is the death of an innocent waiting to happen.
But is it not the lesser of two evils at this point? You're tired, he's tired.
I don't think we should rest here.
We have enough other options in this place. We do not have to resort to this.
I'm just aware the longer we stay here, the less likely we're going to get off this island.
Aubrey,
Oh no.
your mind wanders to the amount of time that you might have to spend here. Suddenly it dawns on you the entrapment, the time dilation, the monochrome begins to creep up on you. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Sure. That's not good. Whoa, that was nearly not. That's a 19.
There's a moment
Whew.
that you shrug it off.
Yeah, best not think about this place.
Let's keep going.
Yep. Let's get this job done. Bish bosh, done. Back to Happy Land.
Actually, no. Okay.
Normality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it depends how many
We have
toads
another
you've
door.
licked.
This place
Yep.
is huge, though.
We've tried 2 doors. Now there's
We've not gone downstairs yet.
less than 3 to go.
We shall check there later if we need to.
Okay.
Let's try the other door.
We could always come back.
We
Kick
could
his ass.
always come back.
When we're stronger.
Sorry.
Is that how D&D works?
We return to that dungeon.
His enthusiasm is potentially unfounded, but he has a good point.
Okay.
I've gone silly with fatigue.
Let's go to the other door.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've
So-
tried the north door. This was the east door.
Yeah.
Should we try the
West
west door
door?
on this floor?
Yes.
Yep.
You've got the
So
call.
we go out of the kitchen.
As we go out, can I look back? Does the demon devil? Look,
Demon.
Which one?
I don't remember.
Demon.
The gentleman.
The gentleman. Does he move at all, or is he just still slumped, face down?
Just make a perception check.
Flip the bird as we leave.
11. Can't tell.
It doesn't appear to have moved at all, no.
Okay, just making sure. Cool. Door shut.
He's utterly entranced in
Just
in front of him, just back to his almost like a sort of state of minimum energy expenditure.
fair enough. Alright.
I think we're making the right decision.
I agree. It's the
It would have
greater
been a
good.
badass fight. And the reward sounds good. But no. Time dilation.
Okay.
Who said that? The Raven.
Yeah, let's
The
go
door.
Okay.
west.
So, the kitchen door opens. There's a moment where your hearts leap in your chest as you realise there's movement in the room in front of you, but it appears to be 3 Clockwork guards marching just out of sight underneath the balcony behind you into the door that would be on the ground floor directly below where you came, the east
We really need to
entrance
listen.
of the ground floor.
You need to listen for those things.
The doors swing closed again.
Alright, does someone want to listen at the door before I raise this thing?
So they went under the balcony to. I mean,
So
tell which door. They've been
remember, we're doing this. So the original way you came in was
Yeah.
south.
Yeah.
So
We
you
just-
are currently east.
Yeah, we're sort of here. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They've just gone west to east. So they've gone towards you,
Right.
underneath where you were.
Right.
Just
Is that where, when they first came around the first time, is that where they went?
It is exactly the
Yeah.
same direction.
Good
Yeah,
to know.
they've gone the same way.
It's almost like a circle. Okay.
Like
Yeah,
Clockwork.
maybe. I just wanted to double check they weren't coming back.
Okay.
Now, does someone want to go and listen at that door?
You seem like you've got good hearing.
Even more so than you guys. Yeah, I'll go listen at the door.
She's better
Which
at
door are
that
you talking
stuff.
about?
The one we're about to go through, so
That's
the
fine.
west door.
The west door. Okay, you make your way over to the west door. So make a perception check.
That's a 16.
16. Okay.
Right.
You
Keep
spend some
these guys.
time listening at the door. The ticking, that constant whirring motion, it doesn't stop, but there's nothing over that you can hear.
Okay. Does it sound like there's another dog or anything? We should be okay.
You don't hear anything.
Yeah. I should be just ticking. Try?
Just ticking. Okay. The door opens.
I go.
Perfect. So, the room in front of
We'll
you
go in.
this time is probably slightly bigger room than the kitchen, but longer and thinner. More of a rectangular room this time. You could say a corridor with cages down each side. There seems to be, in most of them, nothing. You can see 10 cages upon one side, 10 on the other, and at the back, a workstation almost with various materials. You can see hammers, chisels, saws, pieces of spare metal, pieces of glass, various wrenches and bolts. And in 3 of the kennels, in various points, 2 to your left, but middle and far, and 1 to your right, between those 2, you see Clockwork hounds. Make a perception check, Theren.
13.
They appear to be lifeless. There is no movement, there is no whirring, there is no heat coming from these creatures. They appear to be dormant. You do, however, in a 4th cage, closer to you on the right, see a pile of shrapnel. Various cogs, pieces of metal, broken material,
Oh shit.
and 2 more needly creatures. You can see small, maybe a foot big in both directions, spider-like, 8 individual legs made of blades and metal, scuttling around, gripping various pieces. You can see needles in 2. You can see thread being whirred together, and 1 a soldering iron still hot. There's 2 clockwork mechanisms appear to be slowly and painstakingly repairing what you appear to see as a broken clockwork hound.
I don't think we should spend particularly long in this room.
Does there look like there's another exit?
No, actually, from what you can see, without coming into the room,
Yeah.
no, you can't.
God, room full of nightmares.
I'm going to go in, watch my back, and with Bearclaw and my shield drawn, I advance into the room, keeping my eyes on the things to either side as I move towards the workbench.
I follow.
Okay, are you going to be moving normally, or are you approaching stealthily?
You know what? Fuck it. You can't get triple disadvantage.
That is true.
I shall approach stealthily.
Okay, fantastic. Approach stealthily.
I'm going in.
Natural 1, so fuck it.
I'm going in behind him as well.
Yeah,
Right.
come in.
Yeah.
You get about half the way through the room, and your foot crunches against a piece of metal
Get
that
your
is
knife
falling
outside.
outside of the kennel of the broken creature. There is a as it scuttles across the floor, and you look to your side. The weaving spiders, these soldering creatures, don't appear to have moved. There's no
Even with a
reaction,
natural one.
even with a natural one.
Someone keep an eye on that. I will keep an eye. I'll guard your back. Make sure you're safe. Check out the workbench.
I'll go. Okay, I walk.
Okay, so where are you going?
I'm going to the
To the
workbench.
workbench. Okay, you get towards the back of the room. It is dark here.
Oh.
You do not have dark vision. The light from the outside of the room seems to dim and dim and dim
If
as
you
you
need me
get
to take
closer.
over, let me know.
No,
In fact, actually, now that you approach it, you realise it seems to almost come from nowhere. The room didn't look this dark from outside.
Okay.
As you get closer to the edge, make an investigation check.
Is that with disadvantage because it's in the dark?
Yes.
Aubrey steps off a cliff. Ooh.
Reliable Aubrey. 14 and a 15.
Yay. So that's a 16 total.
16 investigation, that's good. You make your way to the workbench. You know enough about trade to know.
It's
That's good.
Does the bench know who the ample crowds
Tools
are?
and equipment here are worth a fair amount. If you could take them away, there's probably about 100 gold's worth of equipment here. It looks to be a mixture of just constructions to bend, break, and shape metal in various ways.
Right.
As I said, about 100 gold's worth if you wanted it. But you also see something else. Amongst the workbench, just on the back wall, you couldn't quite see it at first because of various tools that have been put over it.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be some sort of inscription, some sort of writing that's been carved into the wall painstakingly, but you squint and you squint, you feel it. You can feel the etchings of the writing, but you can't see it.
I can't see it.
It's too dark.
Anything?
Are you shouting that to me, or are you?
You can say to us, but I'm assuming you're all
Okay.
I'm assuming
I'm
you're all
going to
scared
shout
to
back, Theren. There's something here. I can't read it. Maybe someone else can have a go. There's an inscription in the wall.
All right. I'll take a look. So I wait until Aubrey comes over to take a look, to keep an eye out, and then I take her position.
Okay, so you make your way over.
Yeah.
You easily do that.
I want to look at what she's talking about.
Make an investigation check. With disadvantage.
Yeah.
Even with your dark vision, you are still knackered.
Come on. Oh.
Investigation 13.
13. You
Not too shabby.
you can get a rough word or two. Enough to say that it's common.
It's common.
Yeah. Is in the common language. You would understand it. But you can't. It's just too dark. It's grey upon black in a grey environment, a low lit environment. Even for you, your dark vision, the monochrome is almost compounded. You can't make it out.
We could use a torch.
I need you to use a torch. I can't make it out.
Do you guys want to go towards workbench, and I could, if something happens? Are you gonna go?
Yeah, shall I go?
Yeah, go.
You okay? And
I'll
I don't
what?
have dark vision, so I'm gonna
we
be...
shall. Aubrey and I will form a defensive line. If anything does happen,
Wait,
it will
are we
have to come to us.
all going to the workbench? Is that what you're saying?
We're all in the room. aren't we?
Yeah, no, we are. But I'm saying.
So let me describe this room for you a little bit, just
Sorry.
to give you a bit of an impression.
Corridor.
It is a corridor-like room. There is about 20 feet in width and about 80 feet in length. And this is just the walkway element. The cages themselves on either side stretch another 10 feet either way.
Right.
So the room 40 by 80, but there's only 20 by 80 that you can walk in the middle of
And
this room.
I assume I'm in the middle now watching.
Now, you are by the workbench.
Oh, I was.
So originally, so you were about
Okay.
80 feet into the room.
Yeah.
But now you move, you're going to the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Theren is now by the workbench. You're
Yeah.
about 80 feet in. Blue, where would you like to be?
Yeah.
Sticking close to these guys, but keeping an eye on the
Which one?
moving
Okay,
things.
which one?
I'll keep an eye on the creepy things.
Yeah.
So we'd be-
so closer to Aubrey,
Yeah.
Okay.
in the middle of the room. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure.
Oh, but you were calling me up to.
Well, this is the
like,
thing, when we
talk.
were discussing that, I want to know where we are.
The broken one is at 10. The rest are at 30, 50, 70.
Oh, okay.
Theren is at 80. You're at 40.
I'm at
Just
40.
to give you an impression.
Okay. Middle of the room.
I'll go up.
You go up, we'll stay in the middle, and if any of these cages open, we'll plug the gaps.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got my heat metal spell, so that might be useful.
Right. So, just to clarify, you are both stood next to each other about 40.
Yes.
Yes.
And Blue is at 80.
Alone.
So, you light the torch.
Before I get there, so I light it at 65 as I'm approaching.
Okay, that's good to know. So, you light the torch. Immediately, the darkness gives away. As if, why was everybody confused about this darkness? Clearly, it's lit now. You can see it. And almost your torch, the flames give a faint coloration to the room where there was just monochrome. It is reassuring. Seeing the flame, you've a familiar sort of reassurance to when you were in the banquet room and you lit the fire there. And you start to see writing in the mural. But I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
It's a mural.
As
No,
the
you're not.
creatures begin to
At
stir.
disadvantage.
Yes,
Yes,
it's an ability check.
Yeah.
So,
12.
Theren, can you also roll a d6 for me, please?
Is that a disadvantage or just
Yeah, just a regular d6 and tell me what you get.
3?
3. Okay.
Oh.
Blue is going to do so very well.
Okie dokie. So, Theren.
1.
Ooh.
1. Aubrey.
11.
Hey.
Didn't do that good. Are you on 11?
Blue.
Yeah, 11.
Yay!
11. Who has the higher? Oh no, you'll go together. Go together.
Oh, twinsies.
I like that roll better than the who has higher dex.
Oh, after you?
No, after
you.
And Theren's like, fucking attack!
Someone do something! So, as the torch is lit, you all kind of see it at once. The weaving creatures, you can see them pause immediately and pull themselves up like sort of spiders, 6 legs still on the ground as 2 rear up, sharp needles that are staring in your direction. As one of them peels its way out of the cage. Now these are all at 10 feet roughly, so it's 10 by the broken one, there's an asleep at 30, asleep at 50, asleep at 70, and you're both at 40. It pulls its way out of the cage and begins to make its way into the cage
Oh,
30
no.
and starts to rummage around.
Fuck.
It is now Blue's turn and Aubrey's turn. What would you like to do?
So just say again, so there's the broken one at 10.
Yep.
We're at 40.
Yep.
And then you said one at 30, one at 70?
Mhm.
And was there another
30,
one?
50, 70.
30, 50, 70.
It's at 10 feet. 10, 30, 50,
Yeah.
70.
And the spider creature's gone in at 30.
The spider creature who's left 10 is
10
now
oh,
at 30. Yeah.
Cool, good to know.
Stalking a free action.
We'll wait for these guys to have a go first.
I'm not 10
They're the ones to react first. So Aubrey and Blue, I'll let you can choose who goes first.
Okay.
Yep.
Me? Oh god, okay. Can I go to that cage at 30?
Easily, it's only 10 feet away from
Yep.
you.
And I'm going to have to do it at disadvantage, but can I look to see if there's any way to wedge the cage shut?
The cage is shut. Every single one of the cages is shut. A sort of halfway between like a metal trellis, but just bars. The creature, big spider-like, sort of the baby a foot big, peels itself through the cage and is in the cage in 30. It is behind a metal trellis.
Yeah. No, tell me if this is stupid then. I want to use one of my remaining javelins to try and wedge the cage shut.
To wedge it shut.
Like, yeah, so that if...
Okay.
So that's why I was wondering if
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Make for me a sleight of hand check.
What if it's assembling something bigger?
Well, there you go.
Oh!
That's a natural 20. We're at 23 total.
Natural 20.
These blue dice are mine.
The javelin, you just take it and you manage to curve it with your hand, and you manage to actually get it through one bar, through the door, and then through another bar.
So fucking
almost
cool.
like a banana shape. You bend it with your art and just put it through. You give it a test pull. That door is not going anywhere.
Sweet, that's good. And then I want to use the rest of my movement to head back towards blue and just like wait to see what the next action is. Basically, that's my whole turn.
Perfect. Blue.
Okay, what was on this mural?
So, looking behind you, you see a beautiful picture. Would you like to spend your turn looking at it? It's very difficult to get a good impression of it quickly.
No, that's a bad idea, isn't it? I will use heat metal on the one closest to me.
So the one in the cage at 30 that Aubrey's just trapped.
Oh, it's 30 from where I am.
Yeah,
You're
so
at 80.
we're at 40.
You're at 80, so
You're-
you're 50 feet away from it.
Oh, you're at 80, yeah.
Imagine 0
So
is where
me
you
and
entered
Theren
the
are
room.
together, you're at
So I'm at the
which-
door when you enter the room. You've got 10, 30, 50, 70, 80 and you're at the end.
Yeah, so the closest one to me is
So
The one that
70.
Aubrey's... it's the sleep hound.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And the spider that's barred in.
Is at 30.
furthest.
Yeah.
Okay, well if there's an asleep hound, then I'll go for the alive one at 50.
None of them are alive.
None of the hounds are
But,
alive.
no,
No,
the
the
repairing
other
thing.
spider.
The spider thing.
Repairing what? Okay, so there's a repairing thing at 10 and a repairing thing at 30.
Right.
I've trapped the one
So the
at 30
30's
so
been
far.
trapped but is currently playing with one of the hounds. The one at 10, where it started with, is currently repairing a broken hound.
And you're 80 feet away. Oh, 70 feet away from that one.
Okay, I'll have a look at the painting then.
Okay. Make
So
an
I thought
investigation check
you
on
were
it.
next to me for a second and I was like, what?
Yeah, that's why I was when it was 30 was closest to me.
Yeah.
Oh, not good.
Oh.
Investigation, that is a unnatural one.
Unnatural one. Okay. You see a very brief picture. You can see a mural beautifully carved. Seems to be some sort of figure, liquids of some kind, air of some kind, but you can't quite get it. But there's writing throughout the whole picture. It starts from the top and weaves itself down as the picture sort of displays itself. That's all you get with the three.
Okay. I don't know what this is. And then I'll use my movement to close the gap, get closer to these guys.
Okay, so 40.
Yep.
Fine. Perfect. Okay, we get down to the second weaving spider. It, with a dash, is going to start clambering through the cages. You can see it starting at 10, goes to 20, goes to 30, and the other side to the other one, 40.
40, yeah.
Just about makes it into
50.
the cage with 50.
Cool.
So it is scuttled past you.
Quick
It's
fix.
now starting to mess with a creature.
Mm-hmm.
Theren, there's
These...
one 10 feet ahead of you, messing with one of the hounds, but trapped by Aubrey, and there's one behind you 10 feet away.
Okay, the one that's behind me 10 feet away, not trapped.
Yep.
Is it within range for me to stab through the bars?
You could try. You think it would be a disadvantage. Attacking through the trellis like that, you wouldn't have full range of movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that.
Go for it.
Okay. Roll for your attack.
12.
12 doesn't hit, unfortunately. Your blade shoves into the cage and it jumps up, lands on the blade, and as you pull it out, drops back down again and is scuttling up the side, beginning its work while sort of upside down.
Okay, then I will use the rest of my movement just to stand at the door.
Yeah.
So when the door opens, it's literally just me in the way.
Perfect. Very good. Okay. Back to the top. The first creature trapped in the cage.
Mm-hmm.
You can see various tendrils start working its way into one of the hounds that is asleep. You can see crunching and clockwork and a spinning. There's something inside the hound starts to spin, and red eyes begin to light up. Its turn. So it sort of looks up. You can see Aubrey closest to the cage, having just retreated. Intruder! Intruder! And it headbutts the cage. You can see it just come back, headbutt it second time as it sort of thinks, and there's a whirring noise. You can see it recomputing what's happening.
Okay.
Path blocked. Alternative action required. And you can see it sort of sit back on its legs again.
Oh, this doesn't happen in Resident Evil, guys. No.
You and Aubrey.
You go. I've been chased. I've gone
Okay,
first.
well, I'll run up. You're going for the one that was at 10 foot and now has moved up.
Yeah,
So
the cage that's not blocked.
You're at 50 at the moment. Yeah.
That's-
So
that's
I will join you and stick it in. Stick longsword in.
With disadvantage at
Yeah.
the weaving spider. Go for it.
Oh!
Even worth got 2, so.
Two. Unfortunately not. No. This thing is just clambering at the cage. Every time you go to stab it, it moves its way outside of your range. You have to sort of bring your sword up, stab again, but it's moved by that point. It's elusive.
Okay. That's me.
Yeah? Okay, Aubrey.
Oh god. I'll do it at disadvantage, but does it look like it's not going to get... it looks like it's stopped, it's not going to get through the door. It's trying to...
It's headbutting the door and the javelin holding firm as the door won't open.
Cool. Alright.
You don't know how effective it is.
I don't know how effective it is. Right, fine. Well, it looks like it's holding so far, so I'm going to spin around and use my last javelin on the door, the one that's closest, so that 50 feet.
So you're going to try and trap it again?
Do it again, yeah.
Okay, sleight of hand check.
Less good this time, that is a 13.
13. Okay. Perfect. You can see Aubrey again. Try and bend it. This time it cracks slightly and then, it's not going to work.
Nope.
And you just shove it just through 2 prongs this time rather than 3, but it's
Perfect.
wedged.
It's wedged. That's all my javelins gone. That's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. And then hang back with these guys.
What happened to the spider thing that reactivated him?
It spent its
It's
turn
turned reactivated. It's not
reactivating
moved
it.
again.
Okay.
The other spider in 50 by Theren's cage is again whirring inside this clockwork hound. It does exactly the same thing. You can see it start to spin the clockwork mechanisms inside as the hound, the heat, the glow starts to sort of pulse as this clockwork hound begins to sort of move into action. Eats go.
Yeah.
The hounds go. It, looking at the door, is going to again
Go for it.
attempt to headbutt its way through.
These are the finest javelins in all the Xerieos.
It's going to make an athletics check to try and get through. It gets a 22.
Oh!
It
My javelin!
headbutts the door, and immediately you can see Theren's blocking the door. I will give it disadvantage because you are essentially helping the door stay shut. But it's still a 20, unfortunately. Make an athletics check for me with disadvantage. See if you can oppose it.
First one is a 23. Second one is not.
Unfortunately, it crunches up, pushes you 5 feet back as the door swings open, the javelin snapping in half the wood. No block against this metal creature as it makes its way out. Intruders! Destroy! And the jaws spring open with bladed teeth. You can see whirring claws inside. But it is Theren's go.
Come on, Theren.
As soon as it opens its mouth with the bladed gears, Bear Claw just goes straight in there.
Yeah. Make an attack.
Nice.
22.
22. Straight in. You can see it just whirring and sparking against the materials as Blair Claw goes straight in.
And that is a 11 points.
11 points of damage. Okay, fine. The impact, it reels away. The movement of its internal gyros is enough to spark it away so that it doesn't stick the sword too far into the mouth. But it whirls, looking at you. Back to the top. The first.
Sorry, with the very last thing I do during my turn,
Yeah.
I just say, stop the other spider. Just do whatever you can.
The other spider. Currently in cage 10, makes his way clambering through the cages with a dash action. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now 20 feet away from the last hound, still asleep, making its way through the cages, but still behind bars. The hound, behind the first javelin door.
Yep, go for it.
It's going to make a check. A disadvantage because it's not going to get anywhere through. The javelin this time has been so perfectly wedged in it, it just is hitting the door. It can't get through. It is trapped.
Yeah.
Fairly well, actually. That's pretty good. Blue and Aubrey.
Cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for this hound then. I'll. Fuck it. I'll rage. And I'll.
The lightning crackling down Aubrey.
do
You can
it?
see already rippling, I assume, into the hound.
Yes, dexterity saving throw, please.
That is a 6.
That's great.
How much damage do I take?
You take 4.
4 points of damage. The lightning starting to ripple, crackle into the mechanisms of this creature.
And sod it, I will do 2 attacks. Right weapon master, reckless.
Oh, the combo.
Woof.
Hang on. So that is a 14 to hit for the first one.
14 hits.
Oh, good. And the second one is that will hit.
More than
That's
14.
18.
Both weapons hit. This creature rearing up, its teeth whirring as it goes towards Theren, sideswiped by Aubrey's attack.
Axe comes out of nowhere.
Fuck off.
The first one, uppercut, as you hit the flank of this creature coming up.
First one is. That's good. That's an
18.
Hang on. Yes, 18. I was take my thunder. 18 plus 4.
I will do all the
plus 2 is 24. First one.
24 points of damage. Crash as the
18
axe.
plus 4 plus 2.
Hang on.
24 and then 10 is 34, yeah.
Well, no.
Because it's already 18.
It's
So
alright.
18 plus 2 is
22.
20 plus what? 24.
24. Yeah.
24
No.
points
Sorry,
of damage.
sorry.
That's what I wrote. Right. So,
You said 22.
you see the axe just cleave into the side of this creature. It's lifted up and jolts onto its side, readjusting quickly. You can see its metal flag damaged quite badly with that hit.
Okay, that's 15 plus 4 is 21 slashing damage again.
21 slashing damage. This time the axe, you try to dismember this creature. It crinks to its knees under the impact, the metal body just holding firm as your axe comes back out, it rips itself out and is still going towards you, but is damaged
Damn straight.
badly at this point.
Sweet.
It's your action, your
Add the bonus action, and I'm
you
going to
stay
stay
still.
where I am.
Perfect.
Yay.
Blue.
I'm going to use heat metal on the spider that's heading for the last dormant dog.
Yes.
Perfect. So,
Okay.
It finally might happen.
with a blast of music, there's an intense
Third
movement in the air.
What?
Third level.
Whoa.
As the air around this creature suddenly hums with an energy and it begins to burn.
Is anyone else imagining Blue playing Scotland the Brave right now?
What have I got to do?
It just auto hits, I think, but
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
But
I couldn't do a
The
thing about it. when it
creature
happened
is
to me.
made of metal, so I will say it is an auto hit. The whole thing is made of metal. The whole thing begins to burn. You can see its core begins to melt under
nice.
the heat. So, roll your damage.
Also, I mean, if it's an object, it drops it, but it is the object.
It
so,
is it's a creature.
so
Oh,
1,
4.
4, but 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage against the first one. Okay.
That is dire.
All
And
helps,
I
all
will
helps.
I will inspire Theren, and I will say, Theren's been waiting for so long to stick his sword right up your backside. Gonna shift you up.
Rickrolled. Fantastic, you're inspired.
Are you
Am
there?
I?
To the second spider, this one in the 30 kennel. You can see, again, dashing 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 as it gets to the far end of the other side. So you can see if this was a square and you have the hound here, one of them is here and one of them is here, 20 feet away, both behind the cages but still glowing. No, it's the other one.
It's
This
the
is
other one.
first one.
Yeah.
And now,
Cool.
the hound by Aubrey, you can see it's sort of reeling around. Halt! You will be disseminated. And
Ooh.
it jumps at you and goes for your leg with a bite attack with advantage. Unfortunately, that is a 24 to hit.
I suppose that does hurt, yeah.
It does hit. Okay.
I expect that does.
I expect nothing less than expectation. Right, here we go.
Here we
So,
go.
That is 10, 17 points of piercing damage, halved to 8 points of piercing damage as this creature begins to try and grab at your leg, but you manage to kick it through and give it a square kick in the face before it can get too close to you.
Thank you. Sorry, I've lost 36.
But that is its turn.
Thank you.
We go to Theren.
Kill it.
Shivvy, shivvy.
Hey!
25.
25. This time the sword, the impact as it goes to rear Aubrey again, you straight through its mouth.
So that is 11 again.
11. It has 71 health and it's on 60.
Whoa!
That kills it exactly. The creature. You can see this time the sword, there's a moment where it plunges into it. The sword, you can feel it twist. You have to hold on to the sword as something inside it is catching it and turning it as it...
And I use the rest of my movement to speed away after the other spider.
Before you do that,
Oh no,
as
no
the
shit!
creature
Fuck!
is destroyed, you see its heat,
Fuck!
the core inside it begin to glow.
Oh, that's really
But
annoying.
that didn't happen straight away last time.
I know,
It was
because
a
I
few second
forgot.
delay.
Unfortunately, it does happen
Motherfucker.
automatically. Dexterity saving throw for
Oh.
Shit.
both you and
Yep.
Aubrey who are next to it. And Blue, I think you moved yourself close to your allies, didn't you?
Oh, that's alright.
So unfortunately, you as well, Blue.
What kind of
Dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw.
Tell me if you beat 12.
Yes.
I beat a 12.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You all did. Okay, you take half damage from this. It's 9 fire damage, half to 4. 4 fire damage each. As the creature, there's a molten
Why
flame.
do we
You
get-
all
why
back
do I
away.
get so close to
Theren, you
it?
manage to get your shield in between. Blue, you hunch down, knuckle yourself from the damage. Aubrey, you stand there and take it.
Badass!
You can see, there's a moment where you think, this illuminates me well.
Gets my cheekbones.
To retain my concentration, it's either the damage, which is 4, or 10, whichever's
DC 10
higher.
concentration
higher.
saving throw, yeah.
Come on.
And I add Constitution?
It's a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, Sam.
Keep the heat metal.
Yeah.
Yes!
Easy, there's a moment where you flinch, but you manage to hold on to the spell. Theren, so you've still got your bonus action and your movement.
Okay, movement, catch up to the next spider.
Yeah, okay, so it stood, which one are you going for? The one opposite the hound or the one...
It's
20
going
feet
towards
away?
another hound that's not barred in, is
They
it?
both are. They're both
It's
going
the
towards
both with the last hand.
Then
So
I am going
there's still a broken
to.
one at 10.
I'm going to go to
The one at 30 is trapped.
hound.
The one at 50 is destroyed, and the one at 70 is still asleep with the 2 coming up to it.
I'm going to go to the one at 70.
Yeah, stand beside the cage.
Yeah.
Perfect. You position yourself in the way.
Yeah.
We go back to the top. The first weaving spider makes its way into the cage.
Cock.
But is
And it
that the one that you heat metaled on?
Yeah, and I'll be able to do it again.
Okay, I didn't know if it was
next
like
turn,
turn,
but he
okay.
might has the chance to activate it.
Yeah. Fair
Doesn't.
enough.
I'm in the way.
Unfortunately, his movement
Fair enough.
is to move, and his action, unfortunately, is to waken the hound. As
Wake
it
up the hound.
clicks into gear again. You can see it moving. It's going to roll initiative. That is interesting. Okay.
It doesn't go at
It's a
all.
20 or a
still,
1.
It's still asleep.
You can see the hound, the first one, still trapped behind Aubrey's javelin. It's going to make another attempt to get it up.
It's on the foot. It's not for a
gone.
1.
It's gone.
Good.
That is a... So with a natural 20, what was your...
23 total.
23, that's a 21.
Oh.
It doesn't get out. It's just battering, but it can't get out of the cage. It is totally trapped. Blue and Aubrey.
After you, madame.
Oh, thank you. Oh, God. Alright, I'm going to rush up to be where Theren is.
Yeah.
So 80.
Easy enough. So with 40 movement, you can get
Oh,
there.
fuck. Sorry, yeah.
So you're outside the cage
Wait,
now.
no. Can I use Storm's Aura as my bonus action to hit... Would I just hit the spider or the thing?
would you do?
I'll hit the hound.
The hound.
Hound. Can
Yep.
I make a dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw. That is an 8.
Cool. Sweet. Takes 3 lightning damage.
3 lightning damage.
Better than nothing.
Starts to crackle it as it warms up. You can see the heat and the gyre is beginning to whir into gear.
Now, a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Storm's Aura I assume is an attack, but if it was not attacked, would I need to... I guess because Rage I have to attack it or something has to attack me. Would Storm's Aura count as an attack? If you see what I mean. Because if I didn't attack this round, then I probably would lose my...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It depends on what you do with the rest of your turn. So
I
you've
was
moved out,
going
your bonus
to
action.
ready my action to, in case when it comes out, I was going to hit it. with my great axe.
If it comes out, you hit
Hit
it.
it.
Okay.
That's,
Fantastic.
I didn't know if I
That's
would, if it doesn't come out.
fine. You don't know.
Exactly.
Blue.
Bonus action to ignite the heat metal again. So
Do it.
3d8.
3D.
8,
Seven.
7,
14.
14.
That is
17.
17 points of damage.
17.
It's now caught fire.
So I just point my fire.
Stop
This time you point and the heat has started from the first salvo of the attack and you just crunch it and you can see the flames now rippling off it. You can see the distortion of the air around it, that haze created, white hot inside. Gears are pinging off, springs are pinging off, one of its legs just falls straight off as it turns, almost unable to move but still just moving. Unfortunately, 2 health left.
Is that? Oh, should I finish it off?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
40 feet away from it at the
Run
moment.
up, run up. Oh,
You're at 40, it's at 80.
with that bonus.
Because
thing,
Aubrey can move 40 feet with her movement.
I can move 40 if I've attacked on my turn, but I don't know if it's melee. I would have to check that, and I don't have time.
Was this your
Can
blade
you,
flourish?
can you?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
it
no, you
wouldn't,
can't
it wouldn't
block it.
count with
A bonus
heat
action.
metal.
It would
No,
have to be
unfortunately.
swing.
Just come up to us, don't worry.
Yeah, I just. Yep. Hey guys, I'm just getting there. Sorry, I'm getting there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're
So
10 feet away.
yeah,
Okay,
that's safe.
Aubrey, you've
Oh,
moved up.
action to dodge.
Action to dodge. Very good.
Son of a-
Okay, the hound in the kennel with Theren stood outside it is going to attempt to get out. So I would like you to make an athletics check for me, please.
Go on.
12.
You got an 8.
Whee!
Natural 1 and it gets an 8. It's a +7 and it can't get out. It just starts hammering against your shield imposed in the way of the door. You manage to use your weight behind it. There's no pressing into the bars, no uncomfortable. You just keep the shield there.
I'm just imagining
hold it
that
in.
bit from 300 where all the Spartans are holding their shields and going,
This is going to become very, very Roman in a second as the short sword gets it, stabs through. Yeah. Okay, that is its turn. The second spider, as it makes its way from the other side, creeps out of the cage and just jumps on the back of Theron's head in attempt
Oh
to
no.
attack him. So,
Your head. Your
Eat.
beautiful, beautiful head.
jumps onto the back of you and starts to slash at you with blades that begin to and just start chipping away at the armor on your back. That is an 11 to hit.
Oh.
No, and the second one. That is a 21 to hit.
that will do it.
That does it. So, okay, 6 slashing damage
Okay.
as it starts to hit you. And actually, as it whirs into the back of you, you can see the back of Theron's clothing begins to get visibly damaged. This creature almost seems to be equipped to fix and destroy materials. And not necessarily extra damage to Theren, but the equipment on his back. Not necessarily the armour, but the clothing begins to get shredded quite efficiently, actually. You think an attack or two otherwise would do some sustained damage to your outfit.
Oh no.
So,
Sorry.
it's a weaving spider. This is what it does. So, that one's dead. Theren, it's your turn.
This is on my back.
Yep.
I don't suppose it's on my back. I can literally just reach and grab it.
You can. It's not technically grappled. It's more just a small creature as it jumps on you. But
I can
We'll do
sort
it
it in a second.
All right. Then Theren is just going to stab his sword through the bars to hit the hound while screaming, "Get this thing off me!"
hardcore, make an attack with disadvantage, unfortunately, through the bars.
But isn't it in melee range?
No, but it's
Yeah,
still
but
coming
that's
round the
still
bar.
just-
Yeah, come on.
Alright,
Good.
first
Well,
one.
no, technically it's not such a small creature. I'm going to give it an additional to its armor class. It's got
Yeah.
slight cover against you, but not
21.
disadvantage. It hits. It hits.
That
Roll for your
smugness
damage.
comes out.
No, that's fair. But small creatures, it's difficult to hit. These are big dogs. These are big dogs.
Big dog.
It's
It's 15.
15 points of damage. This time, you get it just in the side of its faceplate as it crunches back, sparks as the blade blasts up as it climbs back and immediately tries to rip the blade from your hand, but you just manage to pull it out of the way as its teeth clamp where your blade was
Oh, idiot.
as your action. Anything else you want to do?
That's good.
No, gonna hold.
Okay, it goes back to the illuminated and burning weaving spider. Pulls itself into the back of its cage, and this time you can see lots of little needles from tiny little arms pop out and just start shooting hundreds of little darts towards you, Blue. The person
Who's dodging?
burning it.
You
Who's
are
dodging? That is very good. So
That's
this is
a good
good disadvantage, right?
Well done.
It does get disadvantage.
Well done.
That was fucking clever.
Okay.
You thought it was going to be the big dog. Turns out, them spiders.
Half molten spiders.
Actually, what was your original armor class, Theren?
What?
20. Is your armor class is 19?
Yes.
Ignore that. No, don't worry. So with attacks disadvantage.
Ooh.
Oh, natural 20 and a natural 17. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. The other
Even
one.
when you're dodging.
No, that doesn't go anywhere near you. So you take
Gotta be careful.
6 piercing damage,
Oof.
and I'd like to make a Constitution saving throw
Oh,
as
the
the
fire.
darts hit into you, and suddenly there's a slight numbing sensation from where the dart hits you.
Yeah, 2 saving
So the
throws.
first one.
This is for the first one.
Constitution, that is 7, a 10.
10.
Oh,
You watch as Blue
no.
just. There's a moment where you can see him try and pull the dart out, and he
Oh.
just freezes.
No.
You are paralysed, Blue.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
you are
nuts.
incapacitated. You cannot move and speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and any attack that hits you within 5 feet of you is a critical hit.
I presume I have lost heat metal.
Unfortunately, because you cannot move or speak, and it has somatic components to it, unfortunately, the spell disappears.
Bugger nuts.
You see Blue freeze up. We go back to the original hand in the cage.
Oh no! Please
Trapped
Please don't get through
Aubrey's
now.
javelin.
Don't get through now.
That is a 13. It is not out. Blue and Aubrey. Blue, it is the end of your turn. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving
Come
throw
on,
for me, please.
Come on, Sam.
Constitution 14.
You see Blue just with one heavy effort and come out of it, and there's a moment where you can see stars and static as you come back and you and you are back in. Well done, that's good.
That was my turn.
Aubrey.
Good job.
Okay, can I use Storm's
Roll
Aura
your
on the
dice.
creature behind Theren's head?
Yes, you
please?
can. What has it got to do?
It's got to do a dexterity saving throw, please.
Quite good at these.
We'll see.
Oh. That is an 8 plus 3 is 11.
Oh, it needs to be at 14, so no, it does not.
Now, it's got 2 health.
Oh, but I want to see if I get a
With 1d6.
Come on.
There's a possibility the 1, but no. You can see the lightning crackle up the creature, its neck salvo of needles.
How does that feel? Out of curiosity.
I helped!
As it just crackles up, the lightning just. This isn't the one on you, this is the one in the cage right now, the one that's hot. You've got the undamaged one on you, unfortunately.
I was going for the one on the back of Theren's.
Oh, not the damaged one that Blue had.
No, I'm going for the one on
Right, the one on the black. Okay.
That's my bad, sorry.
So it is still alive.
Yep.
And
Got
so
the
you
full
do
6.
6 damage
I
to
do.
the.
Sorry, Sam. Sorry.
No,
Not
that's
Sam,
fine.
but David.
Okay, right, so that's the first attack. Yep, so what would you like to do? That's your bonus action.
It is. I'd like to do reckless attack on the creature on Theren's head.
Okay.
Sorry.
Reckless on
Reckless.
Theren's head. What could go wrong?
It's okay. It's 17 to hit,
17 hits.
and then the second attack, just to make sure. Yeah, that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, hits. I'm feeling the modifiers are going to kill this thing. It's in like 19 health left.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
12.
right. 12 on the first roll.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
see
kill it.
Aubrey
It's
just cleave this creature off, and there's a moment where you turn around and you see Aubrey's blade pass centimetres from your face as the thing just. There's a crash and gears and metal pieces are just scattered across the adjacent cage to you. Just it looks impressive and it is goddamn scary. As that creature is dead, but you've used both attacks
I've
on
used both
it.
attacks on it.
So
Well done. Okay. No, okay.
Too late.
the hound in the cage, distracted, and tried to take advantage, is going to attempt to escape again. Theren, athletics, check for me, please.
First one's a 20. 23.
26.
Oh!
I'm so sorry. You set yourself, and without shifting your position, it pushes you back. Your feet literally are pushed as you are just shoved. There's a moment where you think, oh fuck. As this creature piles out, it rolls out. You can see crumpled head plates slightly where it's just been bashing against the door as it rolls out of the cage, picks itself up ready to attack you, but not this time. It uses its action to get out.
Ooh.
So that was its go. We're going to go down to Theren.
Yeah.
He's gonna go, these things can fuck off! And stab the one right in front of it.
Do it.
Do it. Hey.
17.
Hits.
Ah.
Easy hit. These things are not hard to hit. They're big. They're not very maneuverable.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Man.
Okay, fine. This time you manage to chip away at its side, dislodge some of the metal plating on the outside of it, but it whirls around. Its gears trying to clamp down on your blade again. It seems like it's almost trying to grab it like a log or a stick from your hand and tear it away from you.
My stick.
What's your action?
That's it. I'm gonna hold my ground.
Right, perfect. Okay. The hound in the cage trapped.
Oh yeah? How's that one doing?
Not well!
No.
12! This thing cannot get out!
Fiona, you are my fucking hero right now.
You can see the
can't believe
entire metal door of this cage by now, as well as some of the adjacent metal, has crumpled out, but it just will not open. The javelin holding it somehow.
What was my favourite javelin?
This thing is bent beyond belief.
No,
now.
I don't
It
think
is
I'm getting that one back.
incredible. Blue and Aubrey
Hit the molten pinecone bastard.
with
Sword.
so reaching for it's going to be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, the spider or the hound?
There's only a spider, so there's one hound
Spider in the
left.
cage, or the spider in the cage.
The spider
The one
attacked you.
who got me parallel.
Yeah.
Well, that's 14, and that's higher than 14. So
14.
14.
Unfortunately, he's got 15.
Ah,
He just
bugger.
dodges out of the way and you can see just barely the cooling down now. Its mechanisms seem to be whirring and coming back into place as it picks itself up. You can see just the needle starting to fire up again. Oh dear. Your action.
What would you do?
Can I move the other side of one of these guys? Just like a bit of
What
human
if you
cover.
Do you want to human shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can easily do that.
I'll
That's
use
fine. You
Aubrey
just
the
come in
human
back.
shield.
Aubrey is in
What's
the
fucking
way.
this big dog?
Aubrey.
It's me.
This big dog is now out and going at Theren.
Oh well, I don't like that at all. I don't really like goes at Theren. I'm gonna do Storm's Aura
This
straight
is
away.
how romances
Storm's Aura?
start, kids. That's all I'm saying.
That is a 14.
It is a 14.
No,
so
16.
okay, then it's half.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. That's a 3.
3 points of lightning damage. You can see just still, it's almost become like a conduit of Aubrey's continued rage and electricity as it comes out.
Cool. And then so the 2 reckless attacks on it. So first one is that is a 25 to hit in the first one.
25 hits.
And the second one, that was
Over that.
Yeah, it's a 26.
26. So did you say Great Weapon Master?
No, I said a rage.
Yes.
I've used Storm's Aura.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah, I used Storm's Aura for the
So both hit.
both hit.
Nice.
Wow, that's going to be some
That is
damage.
going to be some damage. That is 18,
18 on the first hit.
16.
16 on the second hit. So
yeah.
34 total.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, this time, again, Aubrey just comes in, cleave. The second one lifts it up and it rolls on its back, just gears ripping out of the side of it as it picks itself up, limping almost as you hear just out of it, danger, threat, as it is going now towards you. It's go. Unless you want to do anything else?
No.
It's going to, again, that horrible spiked chain tongue is going to come out and try and grab around Aubrey.
Go for it.
It is
advantage.
with
Bad
advantage.
hands.
That is a 24 to hit.
I suppose it does.
I'd like you to make a strength saving throw for me,
Oh
please.
no.
But that's
At advantage.
Advantage.
for you,
Advantage,
Yay.
yeah. He doesn't know that.
Hang on. plus 8, 24.
Right, so as you try and pull Aubrey over, and there's just a yank as you pull it back, and the chain dislodges from its mouth. You still, unfortunately, take 6 points. This is halved already.
Yeah.
6 points of slashing
Thank
damage
you.
as it wraps around your leg and tears slightly at the clothing outside.
My clothes.
But it is not doing any more than that. Theren.
I am going to stab it while it's distracted with the fact that its chain has been yanked out of its gob.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Stabby, stabby.
Stab.
Go for it.
Oh.
You don't
25.
need inspiration. Jesus
Okay.
Christ, you
No,
guys.
I'm saving it for when I examine the thing.
Oh, yeah.
How do you want to do it?
Hey!
Okay, so as it's kind of yanked a bit forward as the chain comes out of its mouth, Theren smashes down with the shield to pommel its head onto the floor, swings back with Bear Claw and dislodges
Yes.
its head
You can
entirely.
see just the entire mechanism rolls off and still clicking, and the gears, you can see some sort of
Oh no.
Oh, no.
internal gyro
We need to get out.
as its torso again explodes.
Oh.
I don't suppose there's any chance I can sort of crouch between its torso and my party members with my shield up.
Well, that's what a dexterity saving throw is all about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Blue, you are.
Yeah.
You are away, so you are not within 5 feet.
You're
of it.
fine.
I
You do not
mean-
have
It's
to-
those two.
I was hiding behind.
I know what
Aubrey.
you mean, but unfortunately not as
He
a
was
reaction, though, so-
technically hiding behind me. That's
Yeah,
what I
you're
said.
not within 5 feet. It's
It's fake people 5
Just
feet.
you need to make a saving throw for me.
Okay, go on.
Ooh.
Tell me to be at 12.
No.
Dexterity saving throw? Yeah, I do. It's 15.
Okay. You take 8 points of fire damage, you take
Okay.
4 points of fire damage. Just this thing, just burning shrapnel. As Blue, you see this explosion, there's the heat, but shrapnel that comes towards you is blocked by Theren. You can see him bring his shield up and just scatter across
If my shield didn't catch it, my body did.
Yeah. Thanks, Theren.
between you.
You make an excellent human
Okay.
shield.
Back to the top.
Mm-hmm.
The hound, still trapped in
It's,
this
it's gonna
cage,
come out. It's
is going to try and come out. It's an 18. It
Oh.
cannot get out. Bam! Bam! As it tries to get out.
I'm so
Blue.
happy.
This shit. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
the last the.
Spider.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just try and jab at him again. Disadvantage, I presume.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah.
That's
19.
going to do it.
19 hits.
Yay!
Yes.
His damage is plus 5.
You do it. It's only got 2
It's-
health
it's-
left.
it's-
The whole thing just. This time you catch it. It tries to jump onto your blade and you just crash up and
Nice.
slice it in two. The whole thing cracking, gears just shattering everywhere. You can see the needles fall to the floor. There's a moment where you go,
I will remember those needles.
action.
Oh no.
Done.
Thank you, Ryan.
So, it is now Aubrey's turn.
So it's just the hand left, right?
Yeah.
And you want to do anything movement and bonus? No. Okay. Aubrey.
So we are at 70, and that one is at 30. So with my movement, I want to get to the 31.
Okay, yeah.
With 40 feet. And
Yep.
Storms Aura very quickly.
It crackles in. Only 5.
It doesn't make it. 6.
Nice.
20 damage. Yeah, you can see the lightning start to ripple up the side of this
And
creature.
then ready an action for if it does break through to hit it.
Okay,
I'm ready.
perfect. We now go to Theren.
I am going to... I can't make the whole distance, can I, with my movement?
You are at 80 feet and it is at 30, so unfortunately, no, you can't.
Okay. Can I move my entire movement and Eldritch Blast it?
Yes, you can. It has a little bit of cover behind the
Works.
metal frame, but you can essentially try.
Come on.
Give it a shot. First one is 23.
Hits.
Come on.
Second blast is 12.
Hits. No, 12
it
doesn't
doesn't hit, yeah.
Not with the extra, unfortunately.
4 points of damage.
Yeah, perfect.
Bang.
The
Yeah.
impact of the blast just blasts off the side of this metal of the creature.
Cool. And that's it.
Perfect. It goes to the hand again as it tries to get out. It is a 21. I don't think it quite beats it.
No,
does it?
23.
That's very no. It's still against the side of this cage.
It's terrifying.
It cannot
though.
get out, unfortunately.
What's the maximum strength it could get?
It's got a +7. It
Oh,
could,
right.
it
It
could
can
get
do
out.
it.
Can do
It
it.
can
It could
do
get
it.
out. Blue.
I can't believe it.
It was a natural 20 sleight of hand as well. You've
I
got to
know.
give it where
Yeah.
it is.
I know,
You trapped
I'm-
one for the whole
I
combat.
can't believe it. Yeah.
Aubrey, I think you've done this too good a good job. Should we let it out and then kill it?
No. We got it where we want it.
Fuck no.
Okay, stab me in.
Go for it. With disadvantage, stabbing through the cage.
Oh.
13.
Hits.
Sweet.
Woohoo.
That is D8. Where's my D? There we go. 9
9
points of damage.
Okay, stabbing through. More damage is done. Aubrey, it hasn't come out. What would you like to do?
Storm's Aura.
Storm Zara. That is 14.
For it.
14 is my save.
Yep,
So
it passes.
oh, that's a... That's 2, yeah.
21. Yeah, so it crackles down it.
As I haven't used my movement, can I move away?
Yeah, of course you can.
You're ready for it.
So,
I've gone,
bonus action.
Yeah, that's it. I'm doing it. I'm ready my action for when it does come out. Again, hit
To
it with the
attack.
sword. Yeah, I'm always ready to attack.
Perfect. Okay, Theren.
Movement
Move up.
to, again, try and block door
Yeah,
and stab through.
perfect. Make your attack with disadvantage.
God, I moved away.
First one is an 18, second one 13.
Both hit.
Oh, this is the first one hits. It's
So, yeah, sorry.
it's a sword. It's not an algebra.
Oh yeah, of course.
13.
Oh!
Perfect.
Slowly chipping away. It's one
Okay,
dot.
so
It'll
for
die.
the purpose of expediency,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do, you're dealing about 20 damage per turn at the moment. It
Yeah.
can last another 2 turns. So we're going to make some athletics checks for it to see if it can get out.
So, 2 athletic checks, and if it fails, them both.
The first one, it gets a 26.
Ah,
You
it's out.
see it hends the gate as it comes
Do I get
out.
to contest that?
Yes you do. It is a 26 though.
Yeah, I mean,
It
if I'm going to have to get 2 20s to beat it.
I want
but,
to see this
It's worth a
though.
try. It's worth a try.
No.
No.
whoa, hold on.
But
That's 21. I can
It's
use this. Or should I save it for deciphering?
up to you.
It's with disadvantage, remember.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a good
So roll your
disadvantage.
second dice first.
Yeah.
No.
I'd save it for. I'd
Yeah,
save. Don't worry,
I'm gonna-
we
yeah,
can
it's
do
out.
this. We've got
It
this.
comes out, Aubrey, you get your triggered attacks.
Damn straight. Wait, is it just one attack though?
No, you get both attacks.
That's very kind of you.
That's
It's but I guess it's just straight then. Just straight attacks, no reckless.
no reckless.
Good to know.
You
Alright.
didn't say.
No, I fine. I just wanted to double check. So one. So the first one is a 21, and then the
Hits.
second one is 14.
Hits.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Ah, sweet. Oh. Sorry.
It's all damage.
D12 there.
Yeah, it's the same. Sorry. So the first one is a 10, and then the second one is a 9.
10 and 9, 19
19.
damage. Okay, it's taking some hits. It's still going.
Yep.
As it's just sort of recoiling after the damage. Theren, you get your attack first.
Oh, God, I'm gonna explode in my face again.
16.
Hits. Do it. Do it, Theren.
14.
14, you didn't do it. It's got 4 health left as it cracks back.
Oh, I couldn't have killed that in one hit then anyway.
Unfortunately not. It is going to try and attack you.
That's fine.
It's the one that just hit it.
Yep.
Aubrey's not reckless, so it's going to just go for you.
That's okay.
Yep.
I just only a 10 to hit. No,
That
it's not
doesn't
getting
do
anywhere
it.
near your armor class. Unfortunately, it just wraps its head around your like sort of armored leg, grips on. There's a moment where you try and fight it before either blue.
Well,
Go on, let me
yeah,
know.
I'm not getting within reach. You finish it,
Alright, well,
Aubrey.
here's the thing.
Aubrey.
Can I grab it, rip it off, throw it, and then use a Storm's Aura?
You can try.
Okay.
Make an attack roll.
I genuinely really want you to do this.
So what? So
Just a regular axe roll because it's with basically a grapple attack.
so what? That's
An armed
strength.
attack essentially.
so it's just my strength with proficiency, right? Or
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
it's
it's
just
plus
like your
7.
axe attack, yeah.
Okay, that's a 15.
Yep, hits you. You have grappled it. Now it'll make a contested
Yep, sure.
strength throw. 2 athletics checks. So athletics from you, athletics from it.
Which with advantage because I'm
Mhm.
raging. Good. Okay, so that's that's 25.
13. It tries to grab it. You grab it and you throw it. I'd like to make one more strength check
Yeah,
for
of course. Straight. So it's with advantage because I'm raging. Strength. 19. 21.
Now, using our rules, it's grappled. It's not going to get. It's going to hit automatically with the storms, or it can't dexterity saving throw if it's grappled. So, roll your damage. If it beats a 4,
Come on.
it does. So you see Aubrey grip this creature, and as the lightning ripples down it, you see the core begin to pulse with too much power. She throws it across the room. It hits 20, 30 feet into the floor. It picks itself up, explodes.
Nice run!
As 4 hound corpses now scattered in Clockwork remains, 2 spider weavers. Eviscerated, 1 burnt, 1 destroyed under the cleave of an axe. As we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll come back in a second.
Holy shit.
Oh, too busy wearing the jeans that saved the day. I love that. That's
Genuine quote.
Can I
Literally
just
just
say-
happened 5 seconds ago.
Can I just say, that was inspired, Lisa and
Thank
gentlemen.
you.
I really,
It's
I do
me.
think so. That
I'm
three
here.
of those creatures at once.
By
Would have been tough.
inspired,
No, I don't think it's that good.
do you mean
We haven't quite reached.
No.
Not quite.
I don't.
Not quite.
That's definitely not. That's more Fiona thinking than
It's
Aubrey
clever.
thinking. It was
It's
very clever.
Not inspirational.
It's not in my
Heroic.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, heroic is what I want to.
B+.
Yeah, I guess so.
Thanks.
So, the 3 of you now.
It doesn't fun to finish off with a giant worm monster.
I would say the quiet after the battle, but it is not quiet. Now that the blood has stopped pounding in your ears so much, the sounds of danger have quietened down. You do hear them ticking, like almost seems to sort of vibrate through the air as much as is in your ears. You can just feel it in you. Powerful.
It's the sort of thing you feel your heartbeat going
Yeah.
in time.
Before you know it, you're breathing in time with it. You're
Ugh.
blinking in time with it.
No, thank
your
you.
heart is going in time with it. You can feel your foot bumping ever so slightly. It's just almost like a tune you can't get out of your head.
Shall I play my hurdy-gurdy to counter it?
No. Let's go see that.
just
in
give
your
me a minute?
yeah.
I'll have a look at it. Can you
I'm
shine a light, please?
I'm gonna.
Here's the
You-
torch. Can
you-
I go and pick up the needles, the paralytic needles? Are there any intact?
You may. I would like you to make an Arcana check for me, please.
And I just want to make sure there's no other creatures that will come and attack us
We-
while Theren can't
That
move.
sounds like an investigation check.
Is it? It's okay because it's not darkness anymore, right?
No, unless you're going down the end.
No, I'm going to be like up of like
Yeah,
midway.
but with the torch, no, you're fine.
Okay, so I'm just.
That particular difficulty has disappeared.
Okay, cool.
So,
7.
7. You pick up a couple of needles, but you kind of holding them and you don't quite get what you do with them. They almost seem to be tiny little devices that seem to be propelled out of some sort of air vacuum tube of some kind. It's difficult to know what you do with that. You need a blowpipe or something.
Yeah.
You can pick up 3 or 4 intact needles if you'd like, but
I'd probably accidentally just sit on them.
yeah.
You do have a bag of holding.
No, I have a bag
He
of
has a
holding.
bag of holding.
You can pop them
He's
in
wearing
there.
it like a backpack.
I'm
as well.
terrified.
Very,
I'm sticking.
Down the back.
very like nerd at high school.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
No, I'm going to give up on that.
Theren with
Theren.
the torch.
Yeah.
Oh, actually no.
It's
With
18 just to look around and see if there's no more of those creatures coming for us.
Good to know. I should keep an eye on
Yeah,
that. So,
18, please.
okay, then you make your way.
And I'm going to really take my time and look at that thing.
I'm not going to make you roll for it. There's no time pressure here.
Oh well.
The
my inspiration's
mosaic
gone.
depicts a scene, and the scene describes what is shown. The words describe it, and it says the following: all things are formed from earth. Life flows from the earth, creating pools of blood
Go with that.
from which the children rise. Their souls will flourish, carrying with them true words and speech. And you can see a very archaic picture of sort of that description. You can see creatures emerging from the earth, wind almost wrapping into them, giving them structure. You can see viscous elements of blood sticking to them, forming into smaller creatures that then become bigger creatures and then start to speak. So again, all things are formed from earth. Life flows from the earth. creating pools of blood from which the children rise. Their souls will flourish, carrying with them true words and speech.
Too smart for me, I gotta be honest.
Well, I was thinking like, no, you've seen this, I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Well, you can relay it.
Oh, okay.
I'm reading this aloud.
Alright, I'll slowly back.
I don't suppose
I'll around you guys.
any of it's capitalised, is it?
Any words that stand out.
Like Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Unfortunately, no. No.
What do the creatures look like in the mural? Are they like all kinds, or are they clockwork, or are they...
No, they seem alive, humanoid, but they're almost, it's difficult to get a grip of what exactly they are. They're almost sort of alien-esque, very slender, one-limbed creatures. They're not particularly formful. They don't remind you of anything. They could be humans, but very tall. They could be elves, but without pointy ears. They're very featureless.
I want to do basically what a Where's Wally is. Is there the gnome anywhere in this? In like a you find the gnome or something? You know, the it's in the portrait in the photo. No,
He's not.
Well, that's pointless. I was not looking very hard.
Any thoughts?
I thought it may be a hint towards the thrones, lifeblood being red, but...
Earth being brown, like topaz.
Topaz yellow.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't know. I didn't look it up.
All things are from Earth. Lifeblood, then they have a wee. Is it topaz blue? No, that's sapphire.
Topaz is a sort of browny yellow.
Cool.
We're all three of us correct on that. And there's nothing else. It's a mural, so it's in the wall. It's not like on. You said it's mosaic.
Carved into the wall, yeah.
How big is it then? Is it across the whole wall?
A decent sized painting. Yeah, it probably by bloop.
Oh yes, bloop. My favourite.
What are the stones on the thrones again?
They were ruby, emerald, sapphire, topaz, and the main throne was diamond.
Yeah, ruby, emerald, sapphire, topaz, diamond.
Okay, so all things from the earth.
Could be green.
Yeah.
Or topaz.
Earth, emerald, E.
Yeah,
Next line.
could be either one. Lifeblood.
Red.
The children rise, and the souls flourish, and true words and speech.
Nope.
Nope. I don't think it's connected.
Is it just a red herrings?
It might relate to something else we've not come across yet. Is there and there's nothing else in the cages? Obviously, you said we destroyed the dogs now, but there's nothing else.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, okay.
You should do all the checks when we're not fighting.
What are you talking
Theren would be helping Aubrey.
Oh, 18.
With advantage then, because Theren's helping.
You're not helping Theren.
He's not helping.
Ooh.
No. The creatures, again, there's probably... You can see some expensive metal that has been sort of destroyed with the creatures. There's enough components, small components, bits of crystal, bits of very immaculate, intact cogs that you can still find that are beautifully ornate. You reckon you could probably gather about 18 gold pieces worth of valuables from these creatures, so mark that down if you'd like.
Is there anywhere on the dogs, is there like a maker's symbol or mark? You know how like gold has something? Is there like a... I don't know.
Made in the Shadowfell.
2016.
Make a religion check for me, please.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, that's a 19.
19.
Oh
Okay.
God.
That is a very good question.
A question he hasn't prepared for.
Now, because you're a
Well, no, this is the thing. This is the
True
thing.
though.
Okay.
All week I've been thinking of questions. Nothing about thrones. It's like, what are these dogs made of?
Yes. There is no maker's mark per se. You don't
That's what
see
it's
any, like you would see like a silversmith or like a goldsmith's stamp or guild mark or anything like that.
Yeah.
But there is, almost now that you look through it, religious-esque iconography embroidered into the design of these creatures. They are beautifully decorated, more beautifully than their function would dictate. These aren't just creatures that have been put together to serve a purpose. These are creatures that look good, serving the purpose. Their metal work has been designed in such a way to give them scowls, to give them emphasis. You would imagine these creatures as much could be used to stop people from misbehaving as much as actually them stopping them. They are visual symbols. There is a religious-esque quality to these creatures, but not one that you recognize.
I'm not very. Yeah. Interesting.
Can I, if there's one that's relatively intact, could I take one of these heads and stuff it in the bag of holding?
Unfortunately,
They're all
creatures
shrapnel.
are destroyed. This is why the check was needed, because they are damaged beyond repair. The explosion from within the core of these creatures, even the one that Theren dismembered, the whole thing just would go.
And in the mural, is it similar, like, I know you said alien style forms and stuff, but it's like the way it looks, is it similar to how these dogs are looking? You know what I mean? The style.
That is also a very good question. No.
Okay.
They are not the same.
Not the same. Okay.
What an inspiring question.
Hey, I've been in escape rooms, man.
It's good. It's a good question. No, and actually now you notice it. The creatures do not have the same design as the Clockwork creatures. These are alive and these do not have any of the same, even the styling. The mural is not designed in the same way as these creatures.
Okay. Interesting.
Now that you look, the mural is designed in a similar pattern to the thrones.
Hi.
You got some good checks.
I know. I'm just
I'm not going to deprive you of the answer.
I love things like, okay, I'm a bit. It's like, oh, we've progressed, and I'm like, I still don't get it. Fiona's just like, fuck this.
All things are formed from earth. Lifeblood as children's rise. Souls flourish. You don't think it's going to be one of those things where we've got to smear blood on the mural or anything like that, do you?
Well, there's no earth though in here. It's all Clockwork stuff. Or actually, but neither.
We are Earth.
It's the eye is deep.
Would you like me to cut my thumb?
No, I don't think it would be.
Are any of you on less than half health?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
no.
will be blood available for on less than half health. Scrapes or cuts of some kind. Aubrey, yours are probably on your legs from where it grabbed you last.
I'm not going to put my leg up there, am I?
Right, but let's talk about it for a second, right?
Do I have your consent to touch your leg for a second?
It's fine. I'll scrape it and then stick my hand on the mural. Yeah.
Blood leaves a sticky imprint as you move your hand away. You can see just in Blue's torchlight flicker. Nothing happens.
I've just added I've added value to this page.
You said.
You Banksy'd it.
I did.
Tell you what, the next adventuring group that find this are going to be so confused.
We fucked up one of the puzzles.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, Theren.
No.
Do you guys need some immediate health, by the way?
No, I don't feel we're in any immediate danger. I had a look around.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
I had a look around earlier.
Sorry, I thought those had come out.
No.
I've got Philip.
No.
Quick touch up.
I think
Either
we're
of you?
okay now.
She's looking worse than I am.
I'm fine.
Are we going to have a short rest?
I'd rather not, unless we desperately need to.
Okay.
I wouldn't say no.
How long is a short rest in this game again?
An hour.
An hour.
I thought it was half an hour.
No, it'll be an hour.
It's always been an hour.
It's always been an hour.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. No. Top up. Who wants top up? I've got 4. Like low top ups, Philip tells me.
If you're offering...
How many of
Just give me
Philip's
one.
low
Just give me
level top
one.
ups?
Just give me one.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll take one as well. That's all right.
So you take 6.
Hey, it's doubled in your hands.
It
That's
is,
fine.
thank you.
Okay, and you get 8.
Technically over half, so... Ooh.
Okay, thank you very much.
And there's no other exits from where we are now.
No.
No.
Now that you've spent some time in the room having a look around, there are no additional exits.
Okay, you just heal yourself up.
Really well.
Very good.
Well, I'm back up to max.
Aubrey also gets
I'm fine, honestly. I don't need.
plus proficiency, isn't it? For spells, for healing. Oh no,
Yes,
charisma.
Charisma.
Cure wounds.
Yeah. So Aubrey gets 11.
Oh,
Oh,
Fiona's like
very
sweet.
showing Blue how it's done.
Fiona's like sweet, but
Hey, I did
Aubrey's
myself
not.
very well. I got 11.
He's always been better at doing himself.
Certainly have.
That's true.
right.
What would you like to do?
I don't know.
Keep
We
it-
have two options. We go and talk to the demon, which I do not think is the best plan, or we fight 3 of those things.
What downstairs?
It's the only place left. Or what we could do, go to the balcony, crouch behind it. One of us keeps an eye out. When they move from one room to the other, that's when we go in the room they've just left.
Or we could see if we can call Carmen back and see if he has any knowledge on these things.
I don't know how to call him.
He's probably watching somewhere.
I think he said his ability to stay in this place was limited.
It is.
Alright, then why don't we go out of this room onto the balcony? If we see a raven, then
Sorry. Yeah.
we'll know that we can talk to him. If not,
Yeah.
Sounds good. Otherwise,
we'll
we'll watch for the patrol.
can I just suggest one thing?
What's that?
Or posit a concept?
Where
So,
did you learn a word like posit or concept?
I
You've been in the
don't know.
Shadowfell for too long.
This place, it affects you.
Keep it together.
I think you might have kept the whole part.
So we were gonna. You're thinking they're going to Clockwork, right?
Potentially.
So maybe
Should we just follow them then?
follow them, but at a safe distance. That way they won't creep up on us.
We've only ever seen them leave one side and go in the other. Have we seen them go the other way around?
No.
As far as we know, no.
You haven't.
Then we follow.
Yeah.
Alright, but we have to wait for them to go first.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
Stealthy.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll go out to the balcony.
Keeping it stealthy.
Yeah.
So, I would like you all to make stealth checks for me, please.
Do I need to stealth check if Theren is just sitting still, out of sight?
If we're getting
Depends
out
where
of
you're
this room,
waiting. If you want to follow them into the room, or are you staying way back, letting them go
Yeah.
through and then move?
Then we'll
Well,
go
wait,
down.
hang on.
Well, describe what you're doing.
Wait, before we go, is there enough collars so that we can have one each?
Yes.
Ah.
There are actually from the bodies of the hounds. You can retrieve
I think
2 more of the collars. Yeah, to
Alright.
open the doors.
Sweet.
So that just in case.
Now
we
we're
get
breaking off by ourselves.
No.
How did you read my mind? Just in case we get separated.
No.
No, if you are
Just
going,
in case.
if you are going to be quite
Just
far
in
behind
case.
and the door's shut, I
Do
genuinely,
not
I genuinely
go off
Aubrey,
by
please.
yourself.
I'm not going off by myself.
Please, I know we're really lame, but stop leaving us, please.
I'm not lame.
We go out to
Have
the
I used that
balcony
word
and wait
wrongly?
for the, wait
It's
for
the
the party.
Shadowfell. Right, yes, we're on the balcony waiting them to go through, and
And
then
then
we've.
we
Yeah.
Once
so
the
we
doors
all
are
have
closed.
collars
Yeah.
so we can get
Yeah.
through the doors.
So open the balcony.
Okay, fine. So you make your way to the balcony.
Don't you fuck me, Fiona.
About
Oh,
7
bloody hell.
to 8 minutes go before the familiar noise, that whirring, the clicking from below you as 3 watchmen make the way across the room. Halberds over their shoulders,
Same
very
way we've seen them go
regimented.
before.
Yep. West to east. These doors open. They stop for a second and then walk through it, and doors close behind.
Should we go down?
Yes,
Yeah.
no. Go.
Count to 10 and then follow.
Yep.
Yes.
1, 2.
You know, we're just going to go down
Okay,
and
okay.
find a listen outside the door.
10.
Aubrey, listen outside the door.
Okay, I've opened it.
Aubrey, make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
As she opens. Oh, whoa.
21.
21.
I'm keeping the red dots now.
You can hear a small whirring noise coming from the room you've just left. It's about 8 minutes afterwards.
A whirring noise.
Like a clicking.
Does it sound like spiders or does it sound bigger?
Smaller, like spiders.
Fuck.
Oh, man. What?
Forget it.
Let's keep going.
We now know. We know what. One of us has very good memory, and we'll remember what it said on the mural. And hopefully, we won't have to go back inside. Those dogs are out though,
Forget it.
but they don't have collars, so they won't be able to get through. Well, for now, they won't be able to get through.
That's true. Let's go.
Let's
Listen
get out of
outside
here.
the door.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a very good point.
I am so smart.
You
Does
take
that, does,
all
that
their colours.
give, does that give me inspiration?
You know what doesn't give you inspiration? Is fishing for inspiration, Fiona. Come on.
I do really
Right,
things.
you make your way down the spiral wooden staircase into the middle of the room. And you make your way, following the path the watchmen take a minute before. Through the doors, you hold the pass up and the doors open in front of you.
So we're now going eastwards.
We are going east on the ground floor. In front of you, a smaller room, about 40 feet by 40 feet this time. A workshop. You can see benches. And when I say benches, I mean work benches. Pieces of solid wood, real solid oak that have been lifted. You can see vices, hammers, tweezers, tongs, all kinds of equipment for very heavy pulling and pushing of metal. You can see clamps, anvils, what appears to be the remnants of some sort of smithy of some kind, a forge, a furnace, a kiln in various places. It appears to be all the constituent parts in this room to create a clockwork entity. You see a few things. But actually, everybody make a perception check for me. We're going to do a group perception check here, see what we do.
That's one.
Oh. 18.
Nice. Looking for the average.
10 or 12.
12,
9.
18, 9. Okay, that's all above 10. That's good. So, you
Ish.
you see
The
a
average is
leverage.
about 10.
Again, there is another sort of 100 gold pieces worth of tools in this room should you wish to liberate them.
I would like to
Currently
liberate.
Not
have
yet,
left
not yet.
everything that you've seen so far,
Yeah.
so that you didn't take anything from a previous room.
Can I take some of these metalworking tools, guys?
Hang on. Let's see what else is in this room very quickly.
That's
You
priority.
also see, as you come into the room, there is an open cupboard that's almost been backed into the wall, like a pantry of some kind. A small, 5 foot bigger, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, with 2 doors that appear to have been opened and left open. And you see a metal frame, a semicircle, hold just sort of like a wrought iron frame with bits and bolts connected to it, holding a clockwork creature up that you cannot describe. It is a mess of sheet metal, gyros, claws like a lobster.
Oh god.
In fact, it's probably easier if I just show you the picture. One of these.
Fuck. Oh.
You can see almost like a lobster the way
It
that its
says
claws,
abomination at the top.
big eyes, spikes coming from its head, but again dormant and hanging, totally still.
Totally still.
That's good.
And one other thing, you see, just on the left of the inside of the cupboard, just the hint, again in the darkness, the outskirts of some sort of mural.
Oh, God.
I would like to see the mural, please.
So it is behind where this clockwork creature is, hung up.
Can I not?
How big is this creature before?
It is about 7 feet tall and about the same wide.
And it's hanging. It's like a marionette style. It's hung up.
Yeah, almost like it's been sort of hung up to be worked upon. You can see various bits of
Okay.
it are sort of open.
Does it look restrained at all, or is it just hung up as if?
That's a good question. Make an investigation check.
You have very good questions, guys.
Yeah, doing you're on fire.
It's a 16.
16. It looks like it has definitely been lodged into this frame enough so that it's being held.
Right.
I don't know to what extent it
Right,
can't
right,
get
right.
out.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Good to know. Just good to know. Okay. And there's nothing like. Is there another door where we assume the three?
Yes,
Things go
there
out?
is another door that leads directly opposite the one you just kind of through the room.
Okay, and we can't see the mural because this thing is directly in front of us.
It's blocking it. You would have to get close and to get the angle. Like imagine if I was the front of the cupboard. It's kind of like here, so you'd have to get close to the door to be able to peer through. Almost too close, you would say.
Well,
If I go and have a look,
it'll wake it up.
can you both keep an eye out?
Is it worth barricading the door we've just come in?
With what?
You said there was work stuff here, so like a
Work
table we could
benches.
shift. Yeah. I'm just thinking if
There's equipment and
But
things that you could use to barricade. Yeah.
it's just more. I'm thinking if it's on a loop. If
That thing wakes up,
there is another door. If these other things are on a loop, they might not. Well, actually, that's a very good point. Does the door open like towards the people, or does it go? Does it open inwards?
So the door opens towards the room you're in from the room you just left. So it opens into the workshop.
we would be able to barricade then.
Yeah.
yes, but
You would be able to.
we would be leaving them out there, which is a place that we need to go.
But if it's on a loop, we might find other ways to get in.
Or it would just stop.
I'm just wondering in case if something in here, and I don't point towards the thing, but I sort of indicate the big creature. If something alerts and other things like
There is
that.
another door that you could leave the room. You could keep going.
True, but I'm just thinking if other things come in.
Alright, do it.
I mean, it's just another blue idea I had. I don't.
But it's a good one.
Sure.
As long as we get out of here.
Sorry.
Cutting words.
I only.
almost.
You're such a dick. It's only an idea. I'd rather. It's just an idea I'm throwing out there. I seem to have quite a few of them today, so.
You do.
Blue, thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, can't hurt.
Alright, no point wasting time about it. Let's do it. Let's barricade it.
Okay, we'll push like a bench in front of that door. And barricade.
Okay, fantastic. You make decent progress in the time you've got just pushing things. You know it's about 10 minutes between shifts. It takes you about 5 minutes to be able to get all of these
Fine, yeah.
heavy pieces in front of the door, but you think with the big workshop bench, as you push between the three of you,
Yeah.
clunk it in the way, you don't think the doors would open.
Instead of looking at the mural, we could just, keep scouting.
Yes, but what if the murals... This is the second one we've seen. That can't be an accident.
Very true. I'm just thinking, we look around, see the whole picture before we, start creeping close to evil things that are probably called abomination or something.
Or one by one we remove these murals. If we see it, we don't need to come back in here.
Okay.
We don't know if they're in a certain order either.
There's one way to find out.
Okay.
There is. Alright, what do you want to do?
I would like you both to stay on alert while I go and do something suicidal.
Sounds like as always. Cool.
And I am gonna have a look at the mural.
Okay.
Shield out and just kind of...
You have dark vision, don't you? Shield out. You approach carefully. You approach 3 feet, 2 feet, 1 feet,
That claws in my hand, by the way.
always. And
What's that nicely?
there's a moment where you're just stood under it. You can see its blade just swinging slowly in the air. You turn your head, shield up as best you can protect yourself, and you see a mural with your dark vision, again, it is another beautifully made picture with words wrapped around the drawing again, describing what it says. And this time, it appears to be more of a teaching. You can see an elderly figure instructing as part of this figure, and it says, "The mortal soul is a fickle thing. Without blood or food, it will surely die. It is not made from earth. It will not pass from parent to child. What more is it than words in the breeze?"
Could you repeat that, Theren?
Happily.
Again, it says, "The mortal soul is a fickle thing. Without blood or food, it will surely die. It is not made from earth. It will not pass from parent to child. What more is it than words in the breeze?"
Okay. It's like Twitter.
Yes,
Hashtag
it is
Shadowfell.
Twitter. Well done. You've broken the code.
We solved the Shadowfell. It's just hashtags, guys.
Shouting into
There
the
is
storm.
no response from the Clockwork abomination.
Immortal soul
Yeah.
is a fickle thing.
Will that pass from parent to child? What was the last line?
Will not pass from parent to child. What more is it than words in the breeze? So once again, the mortal soul is a fickle thing. Without blood or food, it will surely die. It is not made from earth. It will not pass from parent to child. What more is it than words in the breeze?
Well, blood, earth, and soul were mentioned in the other one as well.
Yep.
We keep going. Maybe there's
third one?
something to tie all of this together.
Maybe we bump into a member of the Adventurers Guild who's got high intelligence.
Sorry.
Our only thing is that we keep going. Let's
Yeah.
get
And
out of here
what?
as
Sorry.
soon as
And what was
possible.
in this mural was just like an old person. teaching
Yeah, there's an
people?
older person, this time in robes, that same sort of featureless face. And his words almost become the
Surrounding
writing that
them.
weaves around, and you can see like a sort of breeze passing through, things falling off it, sort of goopy liquid. As it perishes, another one seems to solidify into the ground. Another one seems to go from a bigger creature to a smaller creature, and the final one just seems to disperse into nothing.
And none of it's in colour at all.
No, everything
It's
is monochrome.
Damn. Big
Can-
clue here.
Can
Sorry.
I just grab a work tool, an interesting looking work tool on my way up?
Yeah, of course you can. Boop. You have an interesting looking work tool. There's a lot of equipment here.
Like a metal hammer and some tongs.
Write them down.
Sweet. Metal hammer
No.
and tongs from the workshop of the Clockwork Mansion of the Shadowfell.
Can we
Come
just
on!
Yes, let's just keep going.
I'm so worried. Who has taken my hammer and tongs? They will not leave this place until we've given them back. Yeah, we'll move on.
So, you make your way to the adjacent door.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up again. This time, you see a slightly larger room, about 60 feet by 50 feet. You can see familiar looking benches there, familiar looking lockers, suits of armour stands without much armour on them, racks on the wall for weapons. This is a barracks, some sort of staging ground for troops or guards. You can see resting places, various pieces of equipment to clean, dry and scrub clothes. You can see various pieces of knitwear, things to fix leather, things to butter like grindstones to sharpen swords. There's a piece of equipment here. You can see there's 2 halberds on the wall, a longsword, a shield, and I'd like you to all to make an investigation check for me, please.
Genuinely thought you were going to say initiative, and I was like, my heart just went.
As you come into the room, the doors close behind you.
That's
Sounds
fine out by now.
Why do you do
Nice
that?
work,
Why
Sam.
do you do that?
Three.
Investigation.
9.
9.
16.
16.
I've been rolling 14, like all night.
Unfortunately, no. There's a lower average check this time. You are looking around, but there's not, apart from the things that I've just said, there's nothing particularly intrinsic in value in this room. What would you like to do?
Look for anything linked to the other previous 2 Xerieos, or anything that's slightly out of the ordinary for this weird place.
Okay.
Out of its own weird sense of internal logic.
Make an insight check.
Inside
You're going more
check.
on patterns.
It's a natural
there.
one.
Natural ones, no. You
It's a
just,
fucking room.
Fucking exhaustion!
you just see a barracks, unfortunately. Hey, that was a natural one in your
Yeah,
first roll.
that
Nothing to
would
do
have
with
been-
exhaustion. Ruth, anything you'd like to check out? Anything you want to look at?
So, there's no windows or anything like that at all.
No windows.
No windows.
No,
Just
no.
door.
You see. Well, now that you see it, wooden shutters on the side of one wall, but they seem to be barred. They seem to be.
I don't want to look out.
closed.
And there's another door?
No more doors from this room.
No more doors. Where the Clockwork people gone?
Is there like a trap door or anything like that?
Make an investigation check. Lots of investigation checks today.
Come on. Ooh, 17.
No trapdoor. But actually, you see, now that you look around, 3 of the lockers are bigger than the rest. You start to have a look in some of the lockers, and they all seem to be dusty, empty, but 3 of them are bigger. And they all seem to be riddled with holes and flaps, and you can see pieces of equipment that have been sort of lodged on the sides of 3 of these lockers. One on the left, one in the front, one on the right. Big enough for somebody to stand in. And on the door of one of the lockers is another mural. This time very long and thin.
Go on. Go on.
I check it out.
So, again, another beautiful picture. This time you can see the night sky painted on the bottom of the picture and the sun on the top. The words again spinning down it with various pictures illuminating and describing what it is. And it reads as follows: Learn of the night and day. The earth, the strong topaz, watches over all. The blood, the harsh ruby, flows through us all. The children, the gleaming emerald, passes from us all. Our speech, the clever sapphire, learns with us all. And the soul, the perfect diamond, is all.
Man.
Okay.
If only we knew what this
And
related
as
to.
you finish reading this out,
Fuck.
you start to hear 3 familiar watchmen approaching. Now, you all have an action to do something.
They're coming from the way
You
we've
hear them
come.
approaching the door.
The way they're... okay, they're from our door. Okay.
Yep.
Apart from the 3 lockers in front of us, can I fit in any of the other lockers?
So make an investigation check. You're in a perception check. You're under
perception.
pressure.
Yeah, so at disadvantage then. No.
No, just regular. Just roll it
Alright,
again.
I'll
Roll it
roll
again.
again. Okay, that's very kind.
Not a disadvantage.
I just think it's... No, that's alright. That's 15.
No, there's only 3 that you could fit in. What would you like to do? Theren?
So it's lockers, 3 lockers that that are big,
Yep.
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yep. There's other lockers. You can see weapon racks. You can see armor racks with sort of bits of equipment lying through the room. There are benches in the
When the
middle
door
of the room.
When the door opened,
Yeah, it will
Was-
come towards you into the room.
which way did it swing out?
It's
Can I-
Into the
towards
room.
you into the room.
Into the room.
Is it a double door? Then Theren will place himself behind where one of the doors is, so when it opens, it will cover him.
Perfect. Okay, you back yourself into the wall. Blue.
Weapons out.
I do the other side.
The other side. Aubrey, what are you doing?
I am. I don't know what I do. Is there nothing? Can I hide behind a bench?
You can try and make a stealth check.
I'm going to say act as a rogue. Oh, that's my first natural one of the evening!
Natural 1. Okay. You go to hide behind a bench. The two of you...
No. Lucky. I want to use lucky.
Okay. Roll it again.
That is stealth. That is a 15.
15.
Might not help.
Passive perception 14. Oh my god. So, you dive towards the benches. The two of you pull yourselves back onto the wall as the doors swing open. There's a moment where you realise that you're not going to get behind the bench. You panic. Your leg catches on the back of the bench. Then you just wham onto the other side, face down, rolling onto the floor in a perfect log. You couldn't have done it better. You take 1 point of damage, hitting the floor.
My ego goes down, it's fine.
But you're there. As 3 Clockwork watchmen enter the room. You see them enter the room. And as they get into the middle of the room, they stop. You can see the halberds. They are, now that you're really close, they are constantly chiming, whirring. They do not look round. The doors close behind you. Is there anything you want to do?
Just gonna hold.
Perfect. The locker doors swing open a little bit further. And then they, each one separating, one forward, one left, one right, sort of turning 90 degrees, making their way to the lockers, never looking around at where they've come. Don't seem to have noticed the two of you. Very well hidden. Very well hidden, sorry. As they enter the lockers,
Blue just there
with the help
We could hide it!
into the locker, you can see one just in front of it, and the halberds for all 3 of them just disappear into the floor as they stand there, and gears and hands and claws just grab various parts. You can see whirring as they are dismantled.
Oh.
And within seconds, the creatures that you could see are just dismantled and absorbed into flaps and compartments on the side of the lockers, and then there's a as the doors close.
That's really cool. I say from behind the bench.
If we can sabotage those lockers, there's a chance that they won't either be able to be disassembled, thus it will break their programming, or
That's a big word.
it would just, my intelligence is 14, or
That's a weird thing to say. Sorry.
they will just stop the cycle entirely.
Sounds good. We've only got possibly 10 minutes to do this there.
And
You're pretty certain you've got about 10 minutes.
I'm pretty certain.
It's almost like Clockwork, this place.
This ends.
it sounded to me like that was said in a order that we can try.
Oh, maybe. Or... Oh, shit. Intelligence of 7. Maybe it was the key. I remember doing puzzles when I was kids with friends. I never understood them, but they always said
Yeah?
there was a key, and then you had to go back to the other phrases to learn the order. But what do I know?
Well, no, because let's not
I don't
forget that I
understand.
could only sit in them once before all the colour drained. So if there is an order, we've had similar phrases come up time and time again.
You?
I can't do Earth twice,
Yeah.
No.
but Earth has been in it twice.
Earth, soul, children.
No, I mean,
Actually, they've got all
in the
those words.
phrases. So, in
Wait, hang on.
stories-
What are we focusing on? Are we going to go back and do the phones, or are we going to try and sabotage the machines?
We should sabotage the machines,
Yeah,
that's the
I think we
immediate
just need to get this
priority.
quickly, yeah.
I want to take a look at the machines, see if there is anything I can
tinker with
Oh.
in a destructive manner.
Make an intelligence check.
Make a tinkering roll.
Is that going to be at disadvantage still?
I'll let you have this one off because this is
It doesn't
None of it
matter.
matters.
5.
No, in your tired state, you look at it, and there's a moment where you try and think of what's the best way to dismember this careful. Oh, fuck it.
Just hit it. I'll take the left, you take the right.
Do your approach.
Yeah.
Blue, you're going to have to take on the one in the middle.
Okay.
Cool.
I would, in the nicest way possible of saying it, like to fuck it right up.
Okay, I'd like the three of you to make 3 attack rolls for me and let me know what you get. As you spend some time going to town on these lockers. I love the fact that you all roll in the same place. It's like you could roll anywhere, but you're all waiting one after the other.
We're doing 3.
Yeah, 3.
3 attacks with your weapon.
23, 14, 19.
23, 14, 19. Very good.
You can do it.
8, 20, 21.
Oh, very good.
Okay, there's a natural 1, 17, and 25.
25. Okay, with the 20. Right, okay, fine. I'll let you off. You managed to get enough decent hits that the 3 lockers look an absolute state. You can see Aubrey, the first couple of things, you try and carefully do it, and then there's just a moment where you just. With the natural 1 though,
Oh god.
your axe
No!
is hitting into the locker.
No!
You come away and you see a distinctive notch in it. It's fine.
Okay.
The weapon is beginning to get quite tired now.
No!
Especially hitting the blade, the sharpened blade into such like blunt metal. It's looking tired.
Oh. Right, let's cry a single tear, but hopefully these two don't see.
Oh.
Aubrey, I can't have noticed you have a single tear.
That's taking you about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, we get out of here.
We tie ourselves up with rope.
We get out of here quickly.
Yes, sorry.
Head up to the balcony.
Yep.
Wait for them to go around, then go in the other door.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, okay, now, go.
So you come out the door.
Yeah.
Into the workshop.
Yeah.
There is a change in the workshop.
Of course there is.
The bench,
It's
which you had
moved.
left by the door,
It's moved. Yeah.
has moved. It has been. In fact, actually, somebody make a survival check for me, please. You can do it with advantage. So one of you can make it straight, or you can make it with advantage.
Who should do this?
Oh, I wonder who's going
Oh,
Wow, we probably
7.
7. The bench has moved. But you can
Weird.
see that the frame is empty.
Oh, sausage.
Cool. So,
Doesn't matter, we can't think about it now, let's just go.
is it not worth having a quick look to make sure it's not on the roof or something? Not on the roof, on the ceiling?
It's not on the ceiling.
It's on the ceiling. Okay,
on
let's
the
go.
ceiling.
Let's go.
I could go invisible, go into the next room, come
No,
back.
save it. We might need that.
Okay.
Aubrey, listen out the door. See if you can hear anything before we open it.
Your amazing hearing.
Perception check.
Because you don't have disadvantage for everything, whatever I just said.
That's a 19.
19. Apart from the clockwork, that sort of. You don't hear anything.
No, I think we're okay. But we should get. Okay. Oh, ow, my nose.
So, forward you go. As you go into the main room.
Back up to the balcony.
Back up to the balcony. Okay. Make your way up wherever you like to go.
Throne room, I'm guessing.
Do you want to go to the throne room or do you want to check out the other place?
Well,
The other place was on the ground
Ground
floor
floor,
on
yeah.
the other side.
Yeah, should we do that?
We either wait for them to go and hope that they get stuck and don't immediately do a 180, or we go and try this order, but frankly I think we're better clearing everything first.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think, Aubrey?
That's very kind of you. I don't know is the answer. If that thing disappeared, it could be tracking us. We might just need to solve the riddle of this place as soon as possible.
Should we miss treasure?
If we're going to talk, why don't we go in the kitchen and do it? That'll be safer.
I don't want to feel sad, but
With
okay.
the demon.
The demon.
So,
Look, let's just do the throne room.
Just lingering there.
Let's
Let's go to the throne room.
let's
It's
just do
safe
it
there.
quickly.
We can.
All right,
decide.
throne room it
Let's
is.
just do it.
Make your way into the throne room. That big, grand room, again, strange in the monochrome darkness, almost eerie in its size. You can see the table, the banquet table in front of you, the remains of the dull fire from the torches from before, and 5 lit thrones at the end of the room.
All right, so
It's
second one said the mortal soul is fickle. Without blood and food, it will die. Not made from earth, will not pass from parent to child. And what more is it than words on a breeze?
But what did who wrote down what very quickly?
Earth is
Topaz.
the topaz. Blood is the ruby. Children is the emerald. Speech is sapphire. Soul is diamond. And that is the order that it was said in.
In the third one.
In the
Yes.
in what I would consider the key.
Yeah, I consider that the key as well. But considering the other two murals,
Mm-hmm.
You mean we have enough to potentially
we might have 3 different combinations.
figure it out?
Yeah. So the first one was all things are formed from earth, which is topaz. Life blood, which is ruby.
Red,
Children rise, which is
children-
emerald.
yeah.
And then souls flourish, which is diamond. And true words and speech, which is sapphire.
Okay.
And then the confusing one next to the now missing abomination, the mortal soul, diamond, is a fickle thing without blood
Ruby,
or food. Die, not of earth,
topaz,
not parent to child.
uh,
Emerald.
emerald, yeah.
Words in breath, speech or
Sapphire. Okay, and then the third one was topaz, ruby. Wait, what was the third one
Third
again?
one was topaz, ruby, emerald, sapphire,
Sapphire, diamond. Yeah, diamond was at the end. Okay, so that's technically 3.
Combo.
3 is always a combo. So, what would you like to do? Time presses on.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome.
So that is.
Which one? Which 3?
Oh, so that's proper puzzle they had to do, isn't it?
It's a Monday night,
Nice.
Ryan.
I didn't come here
I
to do
can't
maths.
help when we do D&D. This isn't maths. What are you talking about?
I've done an hour of maths and
This
now
is English at
it's and now
best.
it's comprehension.
This is a simple logic puzzle.
I hate it. I hate it.
I hate
I hate it.
Fiona hated it. That's an in joke. Hi, Brandy.
She's never gonna watch this. I'm sorry. Right.
All right. There's one way to do this. Either we do 5, and it might light up for another 5 to go in, and it could be that we have to produce every mural.
Yeah.
Or it could be that there is a running theme between them that, frankly, I'm not seeing.
I'm very tired. Aubrey, you're the most awake out of
No.
all of us. What do you
know
think?
I've just realised something.
What's that?
Well, so there's been a mural in the room here.
Oh.
There's 2 downstairs. There may be another one in the room we've not been in.
Yes.
Bugger
That was exactly what I was implying
Oh, you
earlier.
didn't say it out loud though, did you, Theren?
Should we at least try one of the...
Continue.
You writing down they had another argument. Oh no.
Is everyone prepared for me to go and sit?
Yep.
Which one are you doing first?
I will begin with the topaz order.
So, I would like you to tell me exactly which order you are pressing them in, please.
First of all, Theren would check with his party members.
Do you want me to tie a rope around you again? Sorry.
Maybe not.
Okay.
I'm going to go topaz,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
ruby,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
emerald,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
diamond,
Yep.
sapphire.
Which is the
First.
order in the workshop where they're rebuilding the dogs.
Yes.
Cool. So, what are you doing?
Topaz, ruby, emerald, diamond, sapphire.
Okay, and who's
That.
pressing it?
Theren is.
Fair. Topaz, ruby, Emerald, diamond, sapphire. And as Theren presses the sapphire, the last of the 5 thrones, to wink out of existence, not only the colour draining from them, but the ornaments, the gems inside them as they become monochrome, disgustingly plain chairs. Theren disappears.
Fuck.
And the 5 chairs
Shit.
back into the colour.
Let's hold hands and do it together. Same order.
Okay.
Why?
No,
You think he's been destroyed or just
No,
transported?
I'm hoping transported,
Should we follow him then?
I suppose. Alright, grab your hand.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum,
As you
bum.
press the chairs, nothing happens.
Shit!
They remain lit.
No matter what order we put them in.
Doesn't matter what one you touch. You go from doing it gingerly to more urgently to just pressing them all.
Bollocks.
Fuck.
We need 3, 1 for each of us. We need 3 combinations.
Do you think? Alright, go on then.
Theren. There is a feeling like dropping very quickly as the insides of you almost seem to be pulled in one direction rapidly, and then the other. You feel yourself bending and wrapping and twirling, and suddenly you're there. In a very dark room. You can see a small chamber in front of you. Bricked. Almost like a sort of vault, like a coal bunker of some kind. Grey and dark. Your dark vision, the only thing lighting up. It is very dark in here and something gleaming in front of you. A small room, about 10 feet by 5 feet. Oppressively small. You almost have to duck just in the tallest bit. You're a tall guy, Theren. And you just sort of push yourself against the brick.
This thing that's gleaming, what does it look like?
It's difficult to see in the dark. Make an investigation check.
Come on.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
You quickly start to rummage through and you realise it is a mound of treasure.
Is there anything in this mound that is displayed kind of prominently?
It's very difficult to tell in the dark. From the best of your dark, you do have dark vision. The best you can see is that it just appears to be a mound. The coins are all interlinked randomly.
Interlinked.
You can see coppers, you can see gold, you can see silvers, you can see real silvers. Oh, now you've seen it, platinum.
In the fucking bag.
He might not be able to get out.
Is it just money then?
Yeah.
Or can all I see is money in this mound?
All you can see is money with that investigation roll. But there's a soft light behind you. There's a moment where you realise you've got dark vision, but you shouldn't be able to see in pitch black. There's no light source here until you look behind. There's a soft floating orb, a very small one, a white one, just floating about 5 feet behind you, just in the air, just softly glowing.
This mound? How big a mound is it?
It's a big mound. You would reckon there's probably around 10,000 coins in it.
And this thing is hovering. Is it making any sort of noise?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Natural one.
It's a flippin' floating ball of light. Small, eerie, very soft light being the only thing your dark vision is picking up, illuminating this room.
How far away from me?
About 5 feet.
Okay, I want to keep it in sight at all times, so if I have to sort of rotate myself around this mound to do it,
Yep.
and kind of keeping like essentially one eye on it.
Yep.
No sort of writing or anything in this room.
Make an investigation check. Disadvantage. Even without the exhaustion.
9.
9. No writing you can see.
Okay, I would like to start by taking the most expensive coins I can see.
Okay. You easily put them into your bag. Nothing happens.
Thing's still there?
Yeah.
How much
Still there.
platinum is that?
It's difficult to just pick out every single piece of platinum. You can probably pick up about 20 pieces without there being an issue. It doesn't seem to
Without
be
there
weird.
being an issue.
1 second.
Oh no, what are you doing? Oh god, don't.
I would like to go towards the orb.
Okay.
Don't go
It
towards the
just
light.
seems to hover in front of you.
How big?
It's like probably about that big. Like a golf ball. Just floating in the air. You feel yourself being pulled, wrenched through the air again, and spat back out into the Great Hall. You can see Aubrey and Blue stood alongside you, just going, "Fuck!"
I mean, oh.
He's probably gone about 2 minutes.
You okay, dude?
What the fuck?
I think I just lost us a lot of money.
You've lost us a lot of money?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I was in a room, it was pitch black, there was a giant mound of treasure and this thing floating, and I grabbed...
It's gone. It's
Yeah, I was
not
going to
in
say,
there.
you're not holding anything.
Oh,
No, it's nothing in your hand.
no.
You grabbed.
There was a small light, and the minute I touched it, I was back here.
Okay.
Having you back is the best treasure of all.
No, fuck that.
Wait,
Should we try the combo again now that you're back?
Yes.
wait,
Yes.
that same combo? Or a different one?
Combo, same combo. Now that he's back, maybe it resets.
Well, why don't we... Should we all try and go?
It's pitch black in there.
Yeah, let him back, I'll see a
Yeah,
solid
but
thing.
we shouldn't split up.
Should we hold hands as we do it? Not in real life, but in the game. Should we hold hands?
Samuel.
It's up to the two of you, but it is pitch black. You will not be able to see anything.
I got torches.
I'm just saying.
Okay. No, okay.
Well,
Fair warning.
do we want to go back to that room, or do we want to try something else? Did you see any? Did you see what card?
I could only see a giant pile of coin.
Gold isn't the goal here, is it?
Yeah,
No,
we
but
want-
I don't know. I don't know if there's more under there.
I'm sure there is, but we don't want to get trapped.
Should we try one of the other
I'm just thinking that we need to get out of here. So like,
Yes, but whatever this is clearly the answer.
to what? No.
I don't know.
Okay.
How to get around? So you went to an entirely different room.
It was like this one, only tiny and pitch black.
Okay.
Well, it would be pitch black to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to go back and get some more, that's fine. But I'm just aware of the time.
Yeah. Keep going.
Up to you.
If it's just gold.
I don't know if there's going to be more in there. That's the point.
Beneath like
Yes,
a blanket of gold over the power
Ryan,
to
I'm
destroy
gonna
all the world.
say stop when I've hit the pile.
Okay, so what are you doing? You're still in the throne room.
Like, how big? How big is it?
Oh, 10,000 coins. So what? If we get a coin, so put like a sort of little pile of 10, like a pile of 100, like a pile of 1,000, like
It's huge.
10,000 is probably a pile not dissimilar to this sort of size. Like it's a big
It won't.
pile
It
of
won't all
coins.
fit in the back.
You wouldn't have been
pocket,
able to carry it,
Yeah.
except for the fact you've got a bag of holding that would have easily fit inside.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I can go back. There might be something in there. I genuinely thought if that shining thing that I saw was what we were here for.
Okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I
it's
wouldn't have grabbed it.
No.
No,
I understand, I
it's
understand.
no, I've done the same. Should we try the Coca combo again?
I really wish you'd stop calling it that.
Okay,
I like that.
go for it.
I guess get as much as you can. We don't have that much time.
All right. Out of curiosity, this time tie a rope around my waist.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Really
the
tight.
rope is tied.
Tight.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to try the combination again.
And what was that?
Topaz, ruby, emerald, diamond, sapphire.
Yeah?
That's the first one we used.
Okay. So you watch as Theren.
Yes.
And as he goes to press the sapphire, dum, nothing happens.
Oh well,
And the thrones all light up again.
easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
Try the second one.
Okay.
Yep. Should we all make sure we're all in contact for this one, just in case we all go together?
Yes, but okay, you won't be able to see anything.
If we're
We
going
don't
to
know.
that place, we might go somewhere else.
You want a second one?
So diamond, ruby, topaz, emerald, diamond.
Sapphire. Diamonds first.
So,
Oh,
Diamond,
sorry.
ruby.
Hugh is giving me the instructions because I want this to be very clear as to the order.
Okay.
Diamond, ruby,
Topaz.
topaz, emerald, sapphire.
Okay, and you were touching it, and the two of you are touching Theren.
Yes.
Okay.
With
Diamond,
consent.
ruby,
Oh!
topaz, emerald, sapphire.
Purple.
As the sapphire is pressed, and there's a familiar feeling, a lurch as you are.
This is it.
The two of you
Uh-huh.
almost feel Theren lurch out of your grip, but something glues your hands to him. It's not anything to do with your strength. It's like some adhesive that you can't feel or grasp, but it pulls you forward, and you
So
feel your
sticky.
arms extending meters as you lurch forward. Your whole body becomes warped out of place, and then you are there again. This time in a large room. It is pitch black. Theren,
Yeah.
you see a floor in front of you. It stretches out. What's your dark vision? 60 feet?
60.
60 feet in front of you. 60 feet to the left. 60 feet to the right. 60 feet up. With a grey wall. Bricked. Expanding either side. And just darkness in front of you. It is pitch black. And behind you, there is no orb.
Shit.
Right. Don't panic.
Not
For the
bad.
first time, the three of you do not hear ticking.
Oh wow. It's a relief then.
So it's just floor,
Is it stone?
but there
Oh, I
is.
just can't see.
Can I see a
You
wall?
can't see.
Can I see a wall?
Behind you. Yes, almost straight but slightly curved. You would reckon the room is probably circular, but big.
Okay.
It's difficult to grasp from here as to how big.
I'm whispering, obviously, when I say this. Now it's up to the two of you, but I think if we remain at least in darkness, if there is anything in here, it won't immediately come at us. But I know you can't see. If you wish to light a torch, I won't argue against it. What I would simply suggest is that you remain ready with one in case something happens.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Can we hear anything at all? I know you said the ticking's gone.
Make a
Can we hear
perception check. See what you can hear.
it? Fuck all. What's a 7?
7. You can't hear anything, no. The only thing you can hear is even, and we'll stage whisper because obviously we want the audience to hear, but there's no noise apart from the echoing of your whispers as they roll into the room.
Okay. I'll have a torch out ready to strike it.
Behind us, there is a wall. It seems to be going in a circle. Now, if that is directly behind us, that means the centre is dead ahead. I'm going to start walking that way. Who is going to be directly behind me and who is going to be holding onto their hand?
Just do shoulders.
Whose hand is this?
Shall I go?
Or you go in the middle?
Okay.
Go in the middle.
So I'm going to have my shield and their claw. Blue, just put your hand on my shoulder.
Okay.
Just the one. Have your sword out with the other one.
Don't stab Theren.
Right. And Aubrey knows to do the same.
Bloody hell.
So, Theren in front, Blue, one hand on your shoulder, Aubrey,
My head is on a swivel.
a hand on the other shoulder, and you're keeping watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would like to walk into the centre of the room.
Slowly.
You slowly start to walk. I'd like you all to make stealth checks.
Oh, it's 2 the same. Nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
No.
natural 1. Oh, fuck.
Wow. I rolled the
There.
highest on stealth. 9.
9. Blue.
Natural 1 to a 4.
4.
6.
6. Okay.
6.
Theren,
6.
you lead them into the centre of the room. 20 feet. 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet. You slowly walk and walk and walk. And then a voice in your ear. Deep and booming, but reassuring. It takes you a second to place it. You are a long way from home, Theren. And you turn over, and there's a large figure stood next to you. About 7 feet tall, muscly, strong, but bearded, wild, brown hair, blue, nowhere to be seen. Aubrey, nowhere to be seen. A hand on your shoulder, gone. And this man, the Bear King, silver eyes looking into the darkness. This is a dark, deep place, Theren. How did you come here?
That is a very, very long story. You cannot imagine the multitude of questions I have for you, but I don't think that this is the time.
All the deals I've had to make.
Do you have a name that's not Bear King that I can call you?
You don't need to call me anything. I understand when you're talking to me.
Look,
I do have a name, Theren, but not one that at this time you would grasp the full meaning of. And that is no insult, just the nature of the Fae.
no offence taken. My companion, where are they?
They are close. You can see the Bear King sort of standing up, his sword with just sheet silver eyes sort of staring through. Theren, something draws me here. Something draws us here. Can you feel it? Close. No. He sort of stares into the darkness. There is danger here, Theren, but you must stay strong. Do you believe in fate?
No.
Well, perhaps I should learn from you, but I'm afraid I do. And something draws us here. Go safely.
Don't.
Stay strong.
Wait.
Continue forward.
Please don't go.
The thing you are searching for, that we are searching for, is close. Your friends will keep you safe, but you must keep them safer.
Wait.
There is danger here, Theren.
Wait.
You must listen to me.
I am. Danger. I understand. Please don't go. Look, there.
Theren, and it just booms out, and you feel just an instant recoil as you feel a command to be silent. It doesn't force you, but there is a force. Theren, listen. Don't question. You will be subjected soon to more than I would wish upon anyone, but continue. Find what we're looking for. Release it. And you will see the good that you can do for this land. I believe a tiny part of you understands what has happened here. And I believe that we can reverse it. And there's a moment where you blinked and go to say something, and Blue's claws gripped into your shoulder. You're like, you stumbled!
You okay?
What's going on?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry. Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Are we at the centre? Why have we stopped?
No. Sorry. I lost my concentration. I look around. Where are we?
Make a perception check.
Come on. Higher. Yeah. Better.
16.
16. You can't see anything around you but floor. Blue and Aubrey, you've been walking for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're not sure whether you've been going straight. It's so difficult. You have no bearing. It is overwhelmingly intense. The just disorientation of this darkness. And Theren just seems, in the last minute or so, just aimlessly walking until he just seems to stumble. There was a moment where he seemed to stop and then try and start, and then just sort of stumbled again.
Theren, look, let me just light the torch. It might help.
But no, there
Look,
is
look,
no.
in the middle of
Listen,
the
listen to me. Listen to
I
me.
am listening.
There is something in here. We are in incredible danger, and we have to be very careful. Something is about to happen to all of us, and I will explain all of it when there's time. But just,
How do you know there's something in here?
I was just told. I will explain later.
God, okay.
Which one? Mummy or Daddy?
Him,
Daddy.
not actually.
Can I again listen to see if I can hear anything other than obviously our voices?
You can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything.
No,
I can't
not with
hear-
your checks, no.
That's fine.
Just
If you want to
echoing
light
the
it,
sound.
light it.
I'm gonna light my torch. Done it now. Yep.
I hope you're checking off your torches.
Got it.
We've used a few so far.
I'm down to 2. Well, I've got some more in my bag. I'm using the 2 that 4 that Theren gave me.
Yeah, I've
As
been
the
using those.
flames light up the air around you, you just a wincing moment as the light catches against you as you have to wince against it, and the flames flicker around and the light ekes around you. Aubrey and Blue, you finally can see the floor.
Oh God.
Rough, rocky terrain, and nothing else around you. Even the torchlight catches nothing of interest within the 40, 60 feet that it illuminates around you. The 3 of you are in darkness.
And we've been walking for about 5 minutes, presumably towards the centre.
Yes.
This room's huge.
And that's where we'll leave it.
No!
for today. We'll come back to this next time. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope that wasn't too puzzly for you, but you guys, you did it. You cracked it pretty quickly. That's good. I was seeing if you were going to go down the path of hitting the combination that the key was, because that would have been a penalty as well. That wasn't the key. It was a key. As you say, very ably, Blue, it was not the code in itself, and it was very similar to one of the other ones there. Would you like to know how much gold was in that room?
No. Well, you said 10,000.
Coins.
Coins.
Oh.
Some would have been platinum, some would have been...
You took 20 platinum with you. I hope you not mark that down.
Yeah, I've got it.
Good.
200
Well,
gold.
I'm going to tell you anyway. There's about 4,000 gold in there. Worth of coins.
That would have
That's
been
fine.
helpful.
Maybe there was other treasure behind other combinations. Maybe there was other stuff in the rooms. We will never know, because the party make their way from the Clockwork Castle onwards into the dark, and we will pick it up next time. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Well done. That was very good, very intense. You did very well, and we shall see you next time.
Bye.